Where you gonna go when we start a revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I was, as Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't just die standing on his feet rather than to die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. Have God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a spirit.
I ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
The white peoples realized today that they was wrong for enslaving the Negro. The great mass. May I finish? I'll wait. Why, if you so militant and so intelligent, why don't you keep your mouth shut?
I'll tell you why, Reverend Mitchell, because I'm sick and tired of you standing up there on a television camera, a black man with a white heart and a white face. You're a black Anglo-Saxon. You're a disgrace to the race to stand up about a white man loving you. Ask Medgar Evers' wife. Ask the parents of the 3 civil rights workers in Mississippi. Ask Jimmy Lee Jackson's mother. Understand? Ask Grace Louise's 5 children who were shot in the head because he's riding with a black boy in the car. You stand there and talk like an unmitigated fool.
I thought you were more intelligent.
I'm intelligent enough that I don't want to listen to your dribble.
May I finish, young man question?
This teenage girl sends a picture of herself in a dress to
Get down with your bad self. Get down with your bad self. Be wondering what these Jones said to you. Can I watch? I should be able to watch what was already on, right? Yeah, there you go. Nah, I ain't watch it. I was in the gym when it came on. You ready? Of course, happy Black History Month. I'm not gonna lie. I was wondering, did I want to? I mean, of course, I still got Black History facts to play, and I will play them. But I do real quick because the last 2 weeks, being, of course, because who put out that? What's my man name? Oh yeah, Brent Faiyaz. Brent Faiyaz just put out a project this week, and of course, we talked about Ari Lennox. What was that? Maybe 2 weeks ago now. At this point, so I kind of, when I'm listening to the Brent Faiyaz, John, I'm like, I do like this project a lot. But what made me think of it like, dang, do the DMV not get enough credit for their R&B music artists that come from out of the DMV area? And I kind of wondered, is that because people maybe don't rep the DMV as much as I guess people would, like, when people from New York, they from New York. So I kind of wonder a little bit, like, for like the Ari Lennox and the Brent Faiyaz and even the Mayas and the Genuines, like a lot of those people, I mean, if you know them and you like super fans of them, you know where they're from. But if you're not like a diehard fan of some of those people, I wonder, do people realistically really know them, or do they don't, or they feel like they don't rep enough? I'm talking about for out of town people. I'm not talking about for people, you know what I'm saying, locally, or I'm not even talking for people who may just be, again, like just like a diehard fan of this. It just made me think of that because I'm like, damn, like Ari Lennox and Brent Faiyaz low key like are some of the, like, we talking, maybe, of course, we're not talking about like I mean, they kind of even like household names at this point. If you're talking about mainstream R&B, I think both of them are kind of like in that space. Maybe not as, of course, big as like somebody like SZA, or like Giveon, but I think they like right under that tier, right under. So for them to kind of be right into that tier under, and then you to have so many legendary artists from from the late '90s and the early 2000s, I do be like, damn, I think you could realistically. I mean, it may be something that we have to do in another episode. But I just thought about it. But I was kind of wondering, like, if you compare just R&B artists, we're not even talking about rappers or nothing. Could you sit here and say that the DMV area may be the greatest R&B area outside? I think the only one off the top of my head that I could really think about is Detroit, realistically, man, of course, because they are the home of Motown. So I'm just thinking, like, damn. But then
I don't think people really know about where you from when it comes to R&B. Because, like I said, when you think about it, you really don't. Like, I mean, because it's not like like when you say rapping, like it's no like how we were saying last week, like how you have a sound or even like the like how Atlanta got a sound. Like I said, what is Atlanta?
No, of course, but I think still, sometimes when people think about even Atlanta, I think even when it comes to R&B, like, and maybe they think about the producers more than the actual artists. So I kind of, like I said, that's just something to think about. Like maybe, I mean, like I said, maybe a week or two, we can kind of put lists together. Or people, if you're listening, what other cities do you feel like when you're thinking about R&B? Because again, like for me, just off the top of my head, only thing I can think of is Detroit, and of course that's because of Motown, and that's more of a label, not necessarily saying that all the artists that were signed to Motown was actually from Detroit. Even the same way with So Def, it doesn't necessarily mean everybody who was signed to So Def was from Atlanta, or even again for Bad Boy, that doesn't mean everybody who was signed to Bad Boy was actually from New York. So that's just, I mean, that's something to just kind of think about, because I do feel like the DMV area, when you talk about R&B music, is one of those areas that I think people don't give enough credit to if you don't put all the faces to the area. Like, hey, okay, this person from here, this person from here. Like, I think a lot of people don't give the DMV area a lot of credit.
I don't think it's the same as it is like with hip hop.
But again, like, because I started off locally, I'll start off a little bit, and then we'll get in. I'll play a Black History fact. Shout out to Nucci. So Nucci had Darnell Rowland on, I think, and this will be fire if he started something new. If he about to start doing comedians on the porch with him, or what is it called, off the porch, or front porch? Not bad.
Yeah, we back at it again, y'all. Live from the front porch. You already know what's going on.
Yo. Are you back at it again and you can't have the ashiest person in the neighborhood on the show? Stop the beat. I've been watching this show for 5 years. You told me to come to the front porch and made me come in the back door. Pause. No Diddy. How you gonna have all these shows and these people ain't from the area? They don't even speak DC. They don't know about Phyllis though. Simple fact being, man, everybody. Ain't nobody even had chicken wings with mumbo sauce out here, son.
Listen, y'all,
they don't even take pictures like this. Where they at, youngin'?
This is my neighbor Darnell, y'all. Y'all got to forgive him.
I'm trying to be on the show. I done been on the Chappelle show. I was on the corner before you was on the porch. I've been on BMF. They killed me. I wasn't a real bitch. And you told me to come here, and I can't come to the goddamn show.
Well, listen, you here now. I got a special one for you. I got a special one for you.
Every time I watch the show, I have bad dreams. Nucci, you gonna make me lose control, son.
Listen, man, I got something special for you.
I want to say this. I'm rich, bitch.
Oh my! Live from the front porch presents.
I do think that would be fire if he spins off to do that. That will, to me, will be absolutely fire. And again, when we talk about just, I think credit that the DMV area don't get enough of is just even with the comedians. When you talk about how just many different comedians, and the reason why I say DMV area, because I seen a dude who made a video on he was on Threads, and it was basically, and he was just saying everybody was from from DC, and of course he went down the list of like athletes and all different types of entertainers, from the acting and comedians and singers and rappers. But I mean, of course, people, that's the one thing I do hate about this area. Like, everybody had to pick it and say, well, this person ain't from DC, he from Silver Spring. Like, bro, y'all are so corny. Like, y'all make us look corny to the rest of the internet, because the rest of the internet do not be understanding what be going on when y'all be trying to just break apart the conversation he had. But the list of people he had, I like that list that he put together, because it was a long list of celebrities that was actually from the area, from different parts. Of course, some from PG County, some from Montgomery County, some from Virginia, some from DC. But again, like I said, just going back into the R&B conversation, that is something that I do think that we should have a conversation about, comparing different cities on who has the better R&B singers from their area. So again, like I said, that's just something to think about. But again, like I said, happy Black History Month. We get into a little bit, of course, we got to get into some Valentine's Day conversations. But I do, matter of fact, even before I play my Black History fact, I was watching what is this joint called? It's called Lincoln Law, and it's on Netflix. I'm on season 3, episode 1 now. And I'm not doing any spoilers, but I do think realistically when I'm watching those shows, it makes me appreciate having like debit cards, like use it, because I mean, of course, like when debit cards and credit cards became a thing where you kind of almost feel like you got to use them, you can't really use cash at all anymore. I appreciated it 100 times more when you watching these law shows and you kind of seeing like that's almost the like somebody's track record on how they spend their money is almost literally what can keep them from going to jail or not, especially when you false accused of a crime. I know that seems crazy, but if you're thinking about it, like damn, like if you was to get locked up for something that you didn't do, your best bet to kind of keep you out of jail realistically is your digital footprint that you use on a day-to-day basis. So it's like, I'm about to go get some gas. So I went to this restaurant to go get something to eat, or I sit here and use, again, like going to the gym and I got to scan my key for my, to get my recognition to go for your membership. But you think about how many things like back in the day where I'm sure for some people, like if I didn't commit a crime, I don't have all, I'm just going off of my word. Your word ain't no good when you're in that court. And that's one of them cool things I love about watching those shows, because it be little small details on like, oh, this crime was committed at 12:05, but then you got a record sitting here saying, well, I went into the gym at 12:05, or I went and got me some gas at 12:05, or I went and got some Chipotle, or I went to 7-Eleven, or any of those things. So I do think that's something that people, I mean, of course, like I said, that may be the extreme, but that is something that I take away a lot from when I be watching some of these crime shows, because I be like, those be the things realistically, especially them jokes when you talking about, and it's actual people like in like going to court, and this show is built off of a lawyer. That lawyer have to find like some of the like the smallest little details that kind of really realistically make or break their case. So again, like I said, if you need like a little cool little show to watch, and I know I do got to see it again because it's Black History Month, I do got to watch that new Tyler Perry joint that he put out. That's one of the Medea type of joints. I just didn't get an opportunity to watch it yet because I was, like I said, I was watching Lincoln's Law, and I was trying to hurry up and finish Lincoln Law before Night Agent, because the season 3 of Night Agent does start this Thursday. So again, like I said, there's a couple of shows to watch, and again, like I said, Tyler Perry did put out a new movie on Netflix as well. But again, like I said, let's get into this Black History fact that I got for you real quick.
Hoover decides that the Black Panther Party is the most dangerous organization in the country. It actually isn't because of guns. The United States has got more guns than any small Black community in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, is ever going to have. What they were afraid of was exactly that. It was the care. Mm-hmm. It was the food.
The goodwill.
It was the protecting you when you were illegally evicted from your home. It was the clothing. It was the health care that they were providing for people.
Doing the job of the state.
Doing the job of the state delegitimizes the state, and the people will then start to turn to each other, and that is a threat when you don't want those people to self-organize. It really is as simple as that. I don't think that most political parties, especially not in our two-party system, want to be a threat to the system they're trying to run.
Oh, hell no.
So they don't go help people because that's a threat.
Are you a Lakers fan, but you don't like LeBron?
Hoover decides that the Black...
I got one more.
She's the fastest woman to ever walk the earth, and 38 years later, they still can't touch her. This is Badass Black History, Flojo edition. Look up the word speed in the dictionary, and you're gonna find a picture of Florence Griffith Joyner right next to it. A 5-time Olympic medalist, she's the fastest woman ever recorded, winning gold in the 100-meter and the 200-meter races at the 1988 Olympics. That was 38 years ago, and those records still stand. He was faster than everybody else, while looking better than everybody else. He'd come to the track with 6-inch nails and one-legged pantsuits and still whoop you. The world couldn't stand to see a Black woman be that dominant. And with the overwhelming success came rumors of steroids and doping. Her medals and records came into question, even though she never failed a drug test, not once. Florence would die in her sleep from an epileptic seizure at the age of 38. Even though she died so young, it's undeniable that she left behind a legacy that no one will ever be able to catch.
It's not that deep.
I got a question for you, Erica. I guess as parents, and I guess when you are a when you are, I don't know, you don't call yourself a single parent, but I guess who determines which parent gets the off when their kid? I mean, of course, you probably don't know how to deal with it because you got older kids, but I seen it was a huge conversation online where people were upset that it was maybe their week that they had to watch kids, so it kind of threw a wrench in whatever their Valentine's Day plans be. So I kind of was wondering, like, who does it all do you, as a, I guess, would you think that the man should automatically kind of give the mom the weekend off? But what if the dad is dating? Because I wonder, like, again, I guess maybe I need to say it better. If both parents, if you are single parents and the mom and the dad are both active parents, but they both are actively dating other people, who kind of gets the, are you here? You go ahead. I'll make sure I got the kids for Valentine's Day so you can enjoy your Valentine's Day. Is it almost like automatic that the dad should allow the mom? But what if he's dating a single mom as well? Like, how do that kind of work?
So I'm a single parent. I've been a single parent for a long time. I feel like it's communication. You won't automatically assume, oh, the mother needs it, because if you're actively dating, then everybody wants to celebrate Valentine's Day, right? So
For sure.
I feel like it's just a communication type thing.
So but that's what I'm saying. So, but if both of y'all are actively dating, who should communicate? I guess, is it possible that the dad could communicate with the mom early enough where he could be like, hey, is it okay if I get Valentine's Day off because I'm trying to play? Because I don't know how that conversation go, because I do feel like it do kind of get crazy. But as a dude, I'm never, you know what I'm saying? I don't have kids, so it kind of is a little bit easier for me. And I almost feel like I never thought about it until I'm watching people online kind of argue about it this week.
Don't tell me you need Valentine's Day off, because if we're both actively dating, then we both want to celebrate Valentine's Day. So it could be a give. Like, all right, I'm gonna get them in the morning, you take them in the evening, or what, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we get a full. It's not a work day. You can't just say I want the day off.
Yeah, and I was kind of thinking, I was like, damn, as a man, you probably realistically just need to reach out to your parents. And hopefully your parents is old enough where they not going out celebrating Valentine's Day anymore. Because, like, you can't, because to me as a man, I'm thinking about it like as a man, if I was in this situation, I don't necessarily know if I would want to even say something to my baby moms like that. I don't even want that to kind of, even if she in her mind know that I'm dating or I'm in a relationship or whatever, I just don't want to trigger her in that way and ask her like, hey, I know it's my weekend. Can I sit here? Like,
but it's kind of like planning. It's like you can kind of plan around it. Like, all right, maybe like, I know like Saturday is Valentine's Day. Everybody gonna be out. So, all right, maybe Friday, like you and a girlfriend or whatever, y'all do something, because who you with got to be understanding that.
And that was about to be my next part. I feel like realistically, it's probably on who you're dating, if how cool they are, because it's like, if you dating a woman who maybe if she don't got no kid, or that do kind of get tricky, because everybody wants to realistically actually go out on the actual Saturday.
But not everybody, because like for me, I feel like Valentine's Day, everything is going to be booked up.
For sure.
So I'm not pressed to go out on Valentine's Day. We can do the day before, we can do the day after, but it's about communication and understanding.
No, of course. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. Everybody doesn't. I think some people, I mean, I guess it just depends on it realistically, it just depends on the person you date.
Be like, hey, like I got a date tonight. I can't take the kids. Like, what? I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah. I mean, you could be some people are understanding about it, but then you don't get a day off because it's Valentine's Day. You're still a parent. So if it's your time to have the kids, then you work around having the kids to plan your day or whatever the case may be. Any holiday.
Yeah, for sure. But I just feel like Valentine's Day is the one that kind of get tricky, because any other holiday kind of just, it realistically don't matter, because most of the other holidays is built around family and not just you and your significant other. With Valentine's Day is realistically it's just you and your significant other. But it's kind of like, and again, like I said, I never thought about it. Dating single moms, I always kind of felt like it's kind of like a no-brainer that the mom always supposed to kind of get a break. But then I saw women online kind of complaining like, I can't believe this nigga ain't trying to like da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yikes, I never thought about it. Because I've never dated a woman where she didn't have Valentine's Day to herself. Like she couldn't have plans even to go out of town.
So for me, like even when they were younger, like I had my kids 100% of the time. There was no like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, like I want to hang out, or it was never that for me. So at the end of the day, you have to find ways to work around it. It don't have to be Valentine's Day. It's the thought that counts. So whoever you dealing with got to understand, like, it might not be the day of, but it could be the day after.
Yeah, shout outs to those things. That's when you kind of get lucky. When you
I love that shit.
No,
that's my excuse every time.
What? Did you got your kids?
Yeah. I ain't got to go out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on who you deal with. Because
shit. If you know me, then you ain't got no choice.
I mean, I hear you, but I mean, they got a choice. Again, like you said, it just depends on who you deal with. Because I mean, I hear what you're saying, but then again, if she's a single mom too, I can just imagine she could be like, nigga, I got kids too. What the fuck do that mean?
So, but I'm my dad. So if I have the kids, I'm giving the mom.
I hear what you're saying, but we all know that we can play clips every week on here. People don't be understanding it to whatever, like a good dad. Because let's be clear, the dads always kind of get the rough end of that situation because as a man, you're absolutely right. You should just off the rip take your kids so your baby moms can have Valentine's Day to herself, even if she want to go out of town for a weekend. Just as a man, being a good father, that is what you should do. But again, if you're dating a woman, all women, and especially if it's a woman who don't got kids, they may not be as understanding because to what you're doing, that makes sense. But I don't think to everybody they have that level of compassion and probably just don't care. Like, I don't care, nigga. So what? Them your kids and your baby mother. I still want to go out on Valentine's Day.
That ain't the person for
you. For you, shit, that'd be all right. Save me some money. Fuck, you trying to press the wrong motherfucker?
No, I mean, listen what I'm saying. I mean, I get it. I just like I said, I just seen that. I seen that conversation. It was going on a lot on the internet, so I just wanted to bring it to y'all to see what y'all thought was on it. Real quick, while we talking about Valentine's Day, I do want to play this clip of these women kind of backlash on Valentine's Day, and then we can get. Hey, real quick, I do one thing before I even play the women's jump. Y'all dudes, like sometimes when they be like, dog, y'all don't allow women to have nothing. There never should be a day where, especially on Valentine's Day, a group of men getting together doing anything together, dog.
So, but you have to. I mean, I'm not a dude or whatever, but like dudes want to feel appreciated too. They want to feel
dog,
special.
No.
Me, so you telling me and a bunch of guys going to get together and
you don't have to do like what they did, but like, oh, let's.
But that's what. Then what else are you doing?
You just hang out with your friends. You don't have to do
on
like
Valentine's Day.
Nah, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's
gay. That's gay, dog. Like, ain't no other way around that. Like, and that's just like ain't no other way. Like,
and then you call it like, oh, yeah, we about to. It ain't like we about to go to the club try to get some joints. You saying we about to sit here in matching pajamas and buy each other gifts?
Yeah,
that's what they was doing.
Yeah, that's what they was doing.
That's
that
what
was
I'm saying.
good.
Like, it not like that. But if
that's what they was doing. But when girls do it, they all got the little pajamas or whatever. It's a theme, right? So for you about to sit here and say, well, a bunch of guys, hey, we're gonna do the same thing the girls doing. That is gay.
Yeah, that's gay. Like if you a bunch of dudes and y'all feeling that type of way, you really want to go. If you want to be that level of just gay, bro, book y'all tickets and go to All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend has been on Valentine's Day weekend your entire life.
Man, what? And I used that excuse one time. Shit.
Like if you gonna do anything else, like yeah, like come on, dog. You can't be just like that. To me, that's just a different level of like some fun boy shit. I'm cool on that one.
You know it's a group of losers if 6 to 9 women group up to plan a Valentine's. I'm over here cracking the fuck up because that's true. When the Valentine's Day thing started, it was the loser bitches. Like, let me clarify. It was definitely the loser bitches when it started. That's who started it, a loser bitch.
And why do y'all be at these Valentine's Day events wearing nothing but lingerie, drinking alcohol, and twerking in a room full of nothing but women? And y'all got to stop doing weird stuff because I'm all for a good time, but what is the lingerie about exactly? Y'all can't wear regular clothes? And now I understand why y'all don't want men no more because y'all probably just want each other.
Another thing. What the fuck is this Valentine's Day shit you bitches that made up? Like, I don't want to have no bitch on Valentine's Day. I'm trying to go to Pound Town.
No, excuse me, hello. I think the Valentine's Day is exposing the girls because why would I want to be in full-on lingerie, thong, thigh straps, and all of that, getting drunk with a whole bunch of women? Talking about, oh, it's Valentine's Day. If you don't have no man, come on, do the lingerie and do the... Girl, I'm not going to be in no lingerie with just women.
This nigga just...
I'm not going to lie to you. Just free game to all the women. I do judge the women who sit here and do it as a group, and y'all do it like we're like almost like the Christmas pajama type of Valentine's Day jump. Like if you're gonna do a go, and I understand everybody body type kind of crazy, and I do kind of judge it. Like I know this group of women, their body types are just cheeks, and that's why y'all in these like grandma pajamas. Like man, pack it up. If you got
everybody don't be in them,
right? And the friend is really the baddie in the group. She be the one half naked in the jump. I appreciate that friend. I appreciate that friend for showing up, being the hoe that she is. I'm not mad at her. She got the body, so she gonna show it off. Everybody else, like in there, jumps like some kids about to walk in there, and I respect the friend more who's half naked while everybody else is fully dressed.
Why? Like it's a guy. You're not supposed to be
we
naked for
looking.
your friends.
But you know niggas is looking. You know y'all about to post it and
there.
niggas is looking. And I respect the friend who see it and show it. Like, if y'all gonna post this shit, I want all y'all followers to see these cheeks and titties. I appreciate that friend more than the fucking, like, what y'all, if you're gonna be dressed up like you damn near got a sweatsuit on, just come with a sweatsuit on. Just if y'all gonna do Valentine's Day and everybody gonna have on
Because you know your
Christmas
friends,
pajamas,
right? You
might
your
as well just
friends.
wear a red sweatsuit. Say everybody just wear pink and red sweatsuit.
Everybody got that friend. You already know she gonna go over the top.
I respect the friend group, like especially when it's the like that younger, that late 20, early 30 friend group who's all of them think they still fire, and they all may not still be fire, but all of them is in some thongs. I'm here for that one. Like that's the one that everybody appreciate. Like I appreciate Valentine's Day when it come through like that on the timeline. Or you get put in the close friends, and you be like, oh my god, today is my lucky day because it's 20 butt naked jumps on.
No, I seen one joint. What's that little trend where they playing the song, what's that Nelly and what's name joint? Did they keep when they pulling people by their legs?
The Nelly?
I don't know what's that. Whatever it is, one of them little songs. What Kelly Rowland's joint? I think is it that one? It was they were doing the joint, the trending, but you can see it's a dude hand pulling it.
I seen that trend before, but I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time. Like I felt like
I just seen it with somebody doing Valentine, and they had like the little Chippendale little cuffs on. Now, if I seen, how would you feel about that? If your girl went to a Valentine's joint, right, and you seen like you looking at the video, you see the video, and you can see a dude there,
like a male stripper.
Yeah,
I wouldn't care. What's the difference between them doing that and them sucking dildos? What's the difference?
No, I'm saying you wouldn't. It wouldn't.
But I'm asking you, what's the? If you would get upset if you seen a male stripper there, so how do you feel when you see them sucking a dildo?
No, I wouldn't get upset. I'm just saying if like when they say, oh, it's just the girls, and then like I said, do you see the videos? Like,
okay, so I'm asking you. So what's worse? Is it worse when it's just the girls and they drunk and they just passing around dildos and roses, or is it worse when they drunk and a goddamn male stripper coming in?
I think it's probably worse for the male stripper.
Oh, you crazy as shit. Fuck that. Bring the male stripper. I know he can't fuck all y'all, but y'all passing around that goddamn dildo, sucking it like that. Man, if it's fucking 6 girls in there, that nigga ain't fucking all 6 of y'all. But if it's a dildo in there, y'all passing that 6 around and all y'all sucking that one dildo.
That's fake.
Oh, you crazy as shit. That's nasty.
Why he can't fuck all 6 of them?
Ain't no way in hell. I don't think that's virtually possible. Trust me, as a nigga who watch porn on the regular, 6 is a lot, dog. If it was 2 or 3, I can get it. Okay, cool. And that shit still becomes complicated when it's over 2. But if you sit here saying a nigga gonna sit here and punish all 6, man, if it's a group, if it's a dude out here and you got lucky enough to get,
but it's a toy. Like, what do you? I'm okay with you sitting here passing around a toy than a real nigga just sitting there slutting y'all out. What? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh hell no, nigga, you tripping?
Because I feel
what
like
you think she gonna get the bag? Oh, he probably gonna slum on her. Like, what?
Nigga, listen to what I'm saying. I watch enough porn. I see niggas who, and they do end up slumming. He sitting here trying, like, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. No, listen to what I'm saying. No, listen to what I'm saying. That is the, man, it depends on how many they can afford, but I'm not gonna lie to you. And this is a sidebar we get into something else after this. That is something that pissed me off. When a nigga sit here and they doing porn and it's 2 bad jumps, like, dog, don't sit here and get on the soft when it's time for you, when the second girl coming in. Like, that shit make me so goddamn mad. I'm like, bro, you knew you could, you don't gotta, if you know for a fact you don't got enough stamina to sit here and fuck both of them bitches. You can't.
You watch it?
Because it be the regular low budget shit. It don't be like
soft. If it's a threesome, then that's crazy.
No, because you know that they sit here trying to force like they say like you trying to go long on the first girl. And realistic, if it's a homemade jump, 9 times out of 10, that may be actually his girl. So then by the time you done already went crazy on your girl, and you sit here trying to wait for the second girl to come in, and you can tell when a nigga pause again. This sounds super gay. You can tell the difference between when a nigga rock hard and a nigga then bust his load, because now it's just like, and they sitting here and you could tell the look on the other girl face. She kind of blown like, nigga, what the fuck did I come here for? Like, this shit ain't about
a regular porn watcher.
I don't know
but I've never seen a porn
because y'all don't watch it because you ain't watching the regular low budget shit. You still watching like good quality porns when niggas is taking like steroids and some other shit to keep their shit hard the whole time.
Well,
I'm talking about regular. Like if you get on Baddie Hub, it's just regular people in it. They ain't porn stars. They just regular people. So they gonna be having sex like regular people. Like if you get on Pornhub and you actually watching like real porn, then that's a little bit different.
How long are you watching it?
Nigga, that shit sometimes, no, they regular niggas. Sometimes that shit may not last for nothing but 5 minutes.
And you ain't done? Like, what the fuck?
Instagram
what
is
the hell
dead because you will have a whole photo shoot in lingerie and then the caption be, there's beauty in simplicity. What about that is simple, babe? You're in lingerie, full photo shoot. Why can't we go back to posting a Diet Coke on the main feed? Like, I don't understand. Instagram is so dead. I just want it to be so normal. And then you have these big old photo shoots, 0 likes. Thing is, if you're going to do all these big productions, at least make it interesting. Everybody's pictures look the fucking same. Instagram is dead because you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I do feel bad for the women who, especially when you go out and do like a lavish photo shoot for Valentine's Day, and then you literally may only get like 2 or 3 likes. You may even get 10 or 20. I'd be pissed if I spend money on a photo shoot and only get 20 likes, bro. I'm going to be the sickest nigga of all times. Like, it's no way, man. I would be so goddamn mad.
But do it have to go up right away when you post it? Like, because let's just say everybody didn't see. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I know I don't see a lot of stuff that people post. You know what I'm saying? Don't be till like later on, like it might come down my feed. So if you don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, because the way the algorithm is now, like, would you really get upset? Like if it, like if
you spend some bread though, like photo shoots ain't
saying,
cheap.
But if it been up there, that's what I'm saying. If it been up there for like some weeks and you only got 20 likes.
If I spend money on a photo shoot, especially if I'm thinking about if you're a woman, you spend, let's just say on a cheap end, you spend $150 on a photo shoot, but it's Valentine's Day, so 9 times 10, most of them gonna be butt ass naked. So you spend $150 to get butt naked on the timeline and only get 20 likes, nigga, you're gonna be sick.
But that's what I'm saying. You posted up on Valentine's, everybody out doing
So okay, cool. Let's give it until. So let's say if you still
so,
only got 20 likes by Tuesday, man, I'm gonna be mad as shit. That's gonna fuck with your self-esteem. Because then you're going to start questioning, like, damn, I wanted to let everybody see it. Then that's when you're going to post in your story, go look at my new post. And then, man, I don't want to, if I spend money on a photo shoot and I'm half naked, I don't want to sit here and tell people to go look at my new post. I don't want to sit here and feel like I'm panhandling and begging people to go like my post and I'm butt naked on my page. Like, that's crazy to me. And I paid somebody for this photo too. Man, I'm going to be sick as hell. And I seen it. I ain't even going to lie to you. Some of them jokes I seen, I didn't like them on purpose. Cause you a regular ass girl, like, bro, so why are you on my timeline half naked? Like, come on, dog. Put your clothes on. You somebody's mother.
Everybody's somebody's mother.
Yeah, but it be just, it's levels of that shit, dog. Like, everybody ain't supposed to be trying to be butt naked neither, dog. Like, come on, relax.
Man, shout outs to the photo shoots.
Oh, man. What else is going on? I feel like it's a lot going on in the world. Let's go to this real quick, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. Again, I said this a million times and I'll say this a million more times. I don't know what y'all hate is or what y'all be geeking so hard about Meg Thee Stallion, but it's like, how many people sit here and ran with a Vlad, and you could read that Vlad post and be like, bro, this nigga is joking. Y'all don't think he's dead serious about what he's saying. And I knew just reading, I'm like, why so many blog pages be picking it up? And I just be like, all right, y'all got it, though. But again, so shout out to whatever this streamer is who ended up calling Vlad, and he's saying like, I didn't know people couldn't take a joke.
But my question before what was the point of him even, because of the bodyguard said something? Was that?
No, he was just being funny.
Oh, I thought he did it because of the bodyguard. That's why he.
Oh, I mean, maybe unless you saying something that I didn't say.
It was a bodyguard. It was a bodyguard footage that came up. I guess whoever bodyguard spoke on it, and that's why I was just wondering, did he do it because of that clip?
Oh no, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I don't even know what you're talking about. So I'm just going off of just what he posted and then his response.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw that. What was it, yesterday? I think I saw that.
These pimps getting guys to jerk off. Stay on that side. Vlad's calling me. Hey, Vlad, what's going on?
Yo, what's good?
How you doing, man? I'm on stream right now. Is it okay?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so I saw your tweets about Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Is everything okay? Are you in a safe spot?
Man, people just do not know sarcasm, do they? It's just sarcasm really just goes over people's heads. It really surprises me.
Okay, so you're trolling.
I'm so trolling, but hey.
Okay, so what's the purpose of this? Is it
Gave you the verse on the Judge's Grandson's album? Like,
okay.
How is this not obvious?
Yeah, the timing is strange because now he's getting revealed in the Epstein files. So I'm sure especially a lot of people do see how Tory Lanez is innocent.
I guess, man. Do they really? I mean, he was convicted by 12 jurors. His appeal has been denied. Like,
your nigga. I don't want to. You think that Megan Fox is the one? You think that he shot her in the foot?
Megan Stallion? He said Megan Fox.
yeah, I was thinking about.
Again, I ain't gonna play the rest of this. I just hate these little streaming kids, and I especially hate the white ones. Like they just so goddamn irritating. Like, and it's just so again. Like I said, I don't know what y'all hate is towards Meg Thee Stallion, but again, I always tell y'all, please go run Tory Lane's music numbers up, please, because I hate the fact that y'all act like y'all listen to this nigga and y'all know y'all don't. Cause it just like never, it ain't like Tory Lanez don't got a song to go viral or nothing. Like, just like, can y'all like, that's the point that I guess it kind of just be just irritating the hell out of me. And then even again with even everybody kind of just like on your 50-50, like people don't know how they want to feel about Glorilla's sister. Well, Glorilla got to blame that on herself. You should have looked out for the cookout and you would have never had to deal with this. Now you're gonna have to deal with this girl for the rest of your life for real now. Because guess what? She's going to be famous. She may, and the sad thing is, she may be famous longer than Glorilla. And the thing that I hate the most is, I am somebody who came on this podcast that made videos about. I was defending Glorilla when all of y'all sit here and told me her 15 minutes was up with Cha Cha. Now y'all sitting here saying, "Oh, her sister sitting here trying to." How literally less than 2 years ago. A Christmas ago, not the Christmas just passed, but the Christmas before that, when they put out that Cha-Cha song, y'all told me Glorilla 15 minutes of fame up. Now y'all acting like y'all the biggest Glorilla fans of all time. And her sister's just so out of pocket. Like, bro, it's over. It's sorry. Charleston White still here. What's the slow nigga? Shamar and all these other people. I'm telling y'all, Glorilla's sister ain't going nowhere now. So guess what? Glorilla ain't got to do nothing but blame that shit on herself. You could have totally found a way to eliminate this. You should have said here, because now I'm looking at you kind of sideways like, damn, like your sister was this funny. You probably should have did something with her a long time ago. But now, hey, now she on her own. What you going to do now? She's going to be famous 9 times out of 10. No disrespect to Glorilla, but as long as she wants to keep being entertaining, and as long as people find her entertaining, because we live in a day and age now where it's like, oh, it be so many people even 100 times worse than this that's famous. Like 90% of the people on Baddies is 100 times worse than this.
But is it really famous? Is it just a temporary thing? Like to me, that's what I'm saying. I don't like if I'm Glorilla, I'm not tripping off of whatever. Like, all right, she catching her. That's cool. That's fine. Good. I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But I'm not about to sit here and lose sleep over it.
You lost sleep over it. That's why you did the live with your mom.
Yeah, because you got people that running your name through the mud. Yes, I'm a speak on it.
So then you didn't. But I'm saying is you got to make it make sense. Is she famous or is she not famous? If she ain't famous and you feel like it's not no real fame to it, then why are you even addressing it?
Because I still think you have that like I said, that's with anything when it comes with you, like you said, when it comes to these corporations or whatever the case may be, you want to sit here and make sure your name, you know what I'm saying, for you to keep getting deals.
Who want to not give you a deal because you didn't give your family some money? You know how many corporation people own stuff and don't give their family?
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like she was just trying to keep her image a good look.
Well, her sister famous now, and what I don't
say famous.
I mean, I don't nobody. Guess what? Every major podcast and radio show was talking about her. She's famous. Nobody knows what the definition of fame is no more anyway. So what do we determine what's famous and what's not? Because Adam Silver paid 200 goddamn content creators to come to NBA All-Star Weekend and create content because these fucking NBA niggas is dry as a goddamn. Come on, dog. So I don't know nobody know what fame is no more. Nobody don't know what real influence is. So it's just like even the people who are supposed to be celebrities, they don't know how to influence no more. So it's hard to sit here and say who's not, but I'm literally, I heard everybody in there. I mean, I guess. I'm sure niggas felt that you could feel that. I felt that way about Charleston White. He's still here.
But that's what I'm saying. This is but I feel okay with Charleston White. I feel like with him, he's the stuff that he talks about or whatever the case may be. Like he know how to keep himself irrelevant or anything. But like I said, I feel like this come to summertime, we're not going to talk about her.
I mean, we're gonna see. I hear you.
Come to summertime, we're not going to talk about her.
I hear you. We'll see. Like I said, I think realistically, she got people's attention enough, and now she's kind of just keeping people's attention just off of just her little rants, going back and forth, going on Charlamagne. Then they play on the Breakfast Club, go on Joe Budden, and he talk about her on the Joe. Like she literally anybody that she felt like was going to give her some type of conversation back, she got to say something to them. They respond, and now
smart marketing.
So what you gonna do when it's over?
That's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna last but so long.
Listening to you is because you her sister. So once you've had your rant,
and if you saying Glorilla's about to be at the end of the road, then all right. So if Glo don't put out no more music, right? I mean, she just Murray, whatever, her and Brandon Ingram, right? Then what are you going to talk about then?
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I'm
That's
not.
what I'm saying.
I'm not her manager. I can't call it.
I think that's just social media.
But again, but I hear what you're saying. But social media is what's going to make people famous no more. There's not a TV show outside. Like, what's a TV show that made somebody famous?
Huh?
What's a TV show? Okay, tell me, who do you feel like is famous from TV?
From Tyreek, right?
Do you feel like he's more famous than Drewski? Let me answer the question for you. No. So okay, then what are we talking about? The internet makes bigger celebrities.
But you can be a celebrity if you don't capitalize on it. Keep going. Like I said, for A-Town, he was a social media what's name or whatever the case may be, and then after that, what happened? You don't hear about no birds of chirping. That's what I'm saying. Shiggy. Same person. He was, like I said, you can run just like you said with Ha Davis. It can dry up fast.
No, of course, for sure. I mean, that you can say that about music. You can say that about sport. You can say that about anything. If you don't have a real plan on to execute your time and your moment when the spotlight is on you and people are paying attention to you, you're absolutely right. Nobody, you can't. That comes from work ethic. The reason why Drewski is Drewski because he has the work ethic for it. The same reason why Casanat is Casanat. Everybody don't have the same work ethic. So you're absolutely right. We'll have to see if she loses this momentum or she keep it. I don't know because I don't know this girl from Adam and Eve. I can't sit here and say that. But again, all I'm just sitting here is calling out the hypocrisy and people where y'all literally a Christmas ago was telling me Glorilla's 15 minutes of fame is up. Now y'all acting like, oh, she just taking Glorilla clout. Y'all literally the clout. Y'all told me a Christmas ago the Glorilla, it was a done deal for her. So that's all I'm just sitting here saying is I'm just calling out the hypocrisy on humans. I'm not that girl manager. I don't know what she got going on. I don't know how long she can survive. I don't even know what else she's gonna talk about. Cool. I just know for a fact right now, these 2 weeks, she didn't have people very entertained. I just think realistically, people are super hypocritical because again, just a Christmas ago, y'all told me when Glorilla put out Cha Cha Slide, her 15 minutes was up. It was over. That's all I'm reminding y'all. Because people get amnesia. Like niggas be sitting on there making it like, oh, y'all knew Glorilla was about to had his legendary album run. No, y'all did not. Literally a Christmas ago when she put out that Cha-Cha song featuring Fabio Foreign, y'all told me that Sexy Red was going to take her spot and it was over for her. She went too mainstream and she was cooked. That's what y'all said. Y'all told me that. And now guess what? That now a year and some change later, guess who's done? Sexy Red is dog ass stupid shit. I don't care if y'all use a fucking minute of that goddamn song with her and fucking Key Glock. It is pure dog shit. I let it ride the last time with the other shit. This shit is pure dog shit. I don't care how many fucking women use that song as a fucking snippet. Do you want to hang with a bad bitch? That song is shit. It's some dog shit. Pack it up. Sexy Red is a rap, big homie. Sorry. It's just, I don't know what else to tell y'all niggas.
Okay, so I mean, you a big advocate for the female rappers. So like, even like right now, like, do you feel like it's a lot more pressure on, say, a Lotto or somebody like because like I said, we haven't seen Lotto in a while. She hasn't put out no music. So do you feel like it's pressure on them?
No, because Lotto can rap.
So okay, somebody, but damn, because I'm trying to think who else.
Oh, Lotto can rap.
Do Meg have to put out music again?
She going to put out music again. She just promoted her birthday. She promoting her birthday and promoting the album at the same time.
Oh, she put out another.
She's going to continue. Meg the Stallion is going. Meg can rap.
No, that's fine. Okay,
somebody who can actually rap, they're never going to be on the clock because they can actually.
So
rap.
Just the main Cardi, Meg, Lotto, those are safe. But everybody else is.
Yeah, because they I mean, of course, I mean, if you put Doechii in there and Doja Cat, like but they can actually rap. These people can really rap for real. Like you've heard them on songs with niggas and be like, oh damn, she can really rap. Like Lotto, like the thing about what really was getting Lotto popular was her doing freestyles. If you can get popular off of freestyles and not a gimmick and saying something extremely raunchy and ratchet, like you're gonna be good money regardless.
So like the people who was kicking in Doechii with the whole industry plant and all that. So like her next album comes out and it's a hit. What do they say now then? Because that's what I'm saying. Like you when you have people like the Sexy Reds and all that, like all right, damn, they not in the picture no more. And like, but y'all kept.
I don't think people was putting Doechii in the same conversation with them anyway. Even that's why even on that song that she put out, that Go Girl, she was like, don't try to pin me up against my sisters because I like to pop coochie too. Like I don't think nobody realistically was sitting here saying I'm putting Doechii in the same conversation as Sexy Red and Glorilla. Like I don't like.
But they was giving her more grief with the industry plant shit than.
But I mean that's people. That's just online conversation. I don't think nobody again. I mean that is one of the sad things about the internet, where it's like you kind of don't know where to, I guess, cut off like what's genuine conversation and what's just like internet streamer conversation. And I don't think realistically of course, because some people will pick and defend what they are. Like, well, I'm gonna be staying firmly on my pro-black stuff, and I'm gonna stand up for Doechii, which is cool. I'm not mad at none of that, but I don't think the industry plant for people who just actually like Doechii music. For most, you got to think about it, for a lot of hip hop fans who just really like music, they don't get into the extra like that conversation. Like that shit is just like I don't care who an industry plant or who not. I just like the music. And I do sometimes, again, I hope that those conversations become, again, even when you sit here saying like influence, like even when you look at sports, like I pay attention to how like somebody, like you think about how, again, think just about even when I seen this dude on Threads and he was sitting here saying, how do Unrivaled want to sit here and try to grow their product, and they was going on the same time as All-Star Weekend. And I'm like, the difference between having influence and just like, I think some people don't understand like what real influence is, like being a real influencer. You have to sit here and go against the grain and start conversations that other people aren't willing to start. So if I cut on ESPN and ESPN ain't, or Fox Sports and them are not talking about Unrivaled, that doesn't mean everybody online, that's all they was talking about. Every time any one of them NBA players that did an interview during the one-on-one jump, every player got in front of one of them NBA, guess what they had? Niggas ain't, unless you just blind and dumb and you online and don't know where this conversation is coming from, they're not just coming out of thin air asking them, hey, when y'all gonna do one-on-ones? They're asking them that because everybody online is talking about the women playing one-on-one. But again, sometimes some people, when we talk about influence and when we talk about celebrities, sometimes the old way will eventually die out. ESPN will eventually die out when you're sitting here saying, oh, just excuse me, just because I don't have this product on contract, we're not going to talk about it. Then cool. Then other people will go look for conversation everywhere, and ESPN will eventually become non-elite. Like niggas won't even think about them because you're not talking about what everybody online is talking about. Just because you don't have the contract for Unrivaled, that's stupid. I watch even somebody like Jamel Hill. I'm like, damn, like bro, you was like when I'm thinking about women's sports, I would expect for somebody like Jamel Hill and Carrie Champion to be they should be starting the conversations between some of these women games, but you're still trying to get acknowledged by the men. You still talking about why the dunk contest suck. Who the fuck cares? I'm not even thinking about the dunk contest or the 3-point contest competition. I'm watching this one-on-one, this Unrivaled shit, and everybody else is talking about it.
So my question, because neither one of them got a job, right? They got their own little
I don't necessarily know. I mean, I'm sure they're probably getting a paycheck from iHeart to do that. But again, because
that's what I'm just curious. Like, why didn't the WNBA go after them? Because ain't neither one of them been.
But I think because but if I'm being honest, even I'm glad you asked that question. But I don't think either one of them go out their way to interact with the WNBA for real.
But I don't think. But you still you are who you are. Your name.
No, of course. But realistically, again, and that's why I brought them up real quick.
Like I would even go after Rachel Nichols. She's not in it. What you know what I'm saying? Like I would go after somebody like that. But I mean, of course, the WNBA is not active right now. But that's something that I would try to sit here. Okay, Rachel Nichols don't have a job right now. But
I think sometimes even for some of them though is even if you don't have a job, then why sit here and keep trying to? Because again, like what you just said, for using all three of them, their name and their clout on who they are, they would get more. Realistically, common sense would sit here and say, well, we already kind of got a voice that people are familiar with when it comes to talking about professional basketball. Why not us lend our voice to the women instead of sitting here saying, oh, they should sit here and try to go get a deal and get like I literally have watched Jamel Hill do 2 different conversations with 2 different other podcasts, and she was sitting here saying, I think the women should just sit here and don't lose the momentum. They ain't losing no momentum. They literally just 2 weeks ago sold out Philly when it was a fucking snowstorm. And then they literally just sell tickets on sale for the Broccoli again. I think sometimes some people are when we talked about the Washington Post last week, I think some of these people who already have so used to getting jobs, you're only used to talking like somebody who has a job. Because you should be sitting here saying, I think the NBA and the WNBA should be paying attention to these women are building momentum without them. They don't need the W. They're showing you right now. Literally, the tickets went on sale for the March 2nd playoffs. And if people don't even listen to what I'm saying, and this is how fire the Unrivaled is and these women basketball is. No, the tickets, they already sold 10,000 tickets. If you go look at, and that's why I sent y'all the jump, the resale ticket price right now for Unrivaled for the playoff game is $7,000, dog. for a women's basketball game, and they don't even know who the teams are. This ain't like the teams is already solidified. This is for a semifinals game. We niggas don't even know who's gonna be playing in that game
it's
already.
not the whole tournament. I mean, not the whole play.
No, it's not. It's literally just two. It's just for the semifinals. So niggas don't even know.
The whole thing, man.
I think they should too. I think they should too. But the whole point of it is you already sold 10,000 tickets. So think about for somebody like me, shit, I'm an Angel Reese fan. I may just wait and be like, all right, well, I could just wing it and wait and make sure that team going to play because I don't want to sit here and just buy tickets and it be 2 teams or 3, however many teams in the semifinals that I don't want to see play. But just for the fact that they can still go from, we already sold out the most in Philadelphia. The Barclays Center is already with a Liberty player. They damn near sell that shit out every time they play a superstar. So now I'm almost going to go out on a limb and sit here and say that second game going to be sold out. So again, for somebody like Curry Champion and Jamel Hill, y'all should be ahead of that conversation and not just random girls that I find on YouTube because I'm looking at Curry Champion and Jamel Hill just put out a podcast. It's these 2 girls that I don't even know where they from, but they both used to play college basketball. But I got hip to them off of TikTok. Nigga, their podcast, they be talking about women's college basketball and that shit do way more numbers than Curry Champion and Jamel Hill. But that's my point because those 2 women are still so stuck in talking about like they work at ESPN. You don't work at ESPN no more. You got to get with the times and see what people are talking about. People complaining about the NBA. If you still complaining about, and I even sit here and say this to Dad where he was complaining about, I'm like, dog, I had this conversation with my father all the time. Because my dad is about to be 72 next week. So he's an old ass man. He's stuck in his old ways. Stop complaining about what the fuck ESPN talking about. Dog, I will show you how to use YouTube. You can subscribe to these people you already familiar with. Watch Shannon Sharp shit. But he old and he just stuck in his way. He just wanted the easy to come on TV. But guess what? If I own a media company and shit like that, but guess what? That person, no, and I'm not trying to knock on wood. That person is about to die out. So that I don't give a fuck what he like no more.
But that's the thing. You keep thinking about what's convenient for you right now, but it's some people who are still stuck in their ways. But
those people, I can't build. If I'm trying to build a business and I'm trying to plan for 30 years, and I can't plan for the person in their 70s.
But you still have those people are still your viewers. Like that's what I'm saying. I get it. Like and that's why I'm just so upset with the whole NBA taking this prime shit. I mean this Peacock shit. Like this is some bullshit. Like why the fuck is it coming on at 5:00? You lost your deal, whatever. You canceled the deal with TNT. You got shit coming on at 5:00 because of the Olympics. Nobody like who the fuck is I'm at work. That's the inconvenience, and that's what I'm saying. Those are your fans. Like I said, I get it. You're saying, oh yeah, this is that, but at the end of the day, it's still an inconvenience. Everybody don't have the luxury. Oh, I can just turn on my, you know what I'm saying?
No, listen, what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with nothing you're saying. I totally agree with everything you're saying. But I do think for the NBA for this one, it's like, man, this Olympic shit is once in a blue moon. So I mean, I'm sure they wasn't planning to. They didn't probably even think that they was gonna win the NBA. You know what I'm thinking about? You got to think about it. They bidded on that. So if I already got the Olympics, I can't. What I'm not supposed to not take my NBA bid. I won the bid. So I mean, what am I supposed to do? So I would have did it.
I would have started after the Olympics. If you knew Peacock and all them had it, I would have started. I would have gave it to ESPN then.
I guess.
Because ESPN don't show the Olympics. I would have gave it to ESPN.
Yeah, again, like I said, I do think sometimes some people just are too.
And even when you talk about when you kept asking about the Miss Pratt and all that, she talked about it on the 85 South shit. Like she purchased it. She sent it out to other networks. They didn't take it. BET was the only one. She's like Hulu, all of them. Nobody took it.
For sure.
What's name was the only one who took it. So that's what I'm saying. You got to take what you can get. And to be honest with you, like I said. Go watch Miss Pratt. If y'all don't have BET, go them. Like this season definitely was a good watch.
Yeah, I mean, but I said that. So I mean, again, for people if you don't have BET Plus, you can watch it on Amazon Prime. So for people who don't have BET Plus, you can watch the Miss Pratt show on Amazon Prime. I mean, we've been coming to talk about Miss Pratt show on here.
I ain't gonna spoil it, but this season definitely was a good season too. Because now I think they're even trying to get a season 6, and I think they're waiting on Paramount. I think Paramount's about to pick them up.
Yeah, again, like I said, I just think realistically for a lot of people, you kind of the sad thing is just to watch. Even like I said, to me, the most bothersome thing is like you said with the Jamel Hill and Curry Champion. Because I'm like, bro, y'all supposed to be ahead of this. Like, because just be clear, Jamel Hill be on the internet a lot. Like she's active on threads and Twitter, like even in the comment section, going back and forth with people. And I'm like, bro, if you that hip on the internet, why are you so like? You talk like you still got a job. Like that to me, that's
why I ask you sometimes. Like I get it. You might be real like invest, but everybody might not just be invested into it like that.
It don't. But that's what I'm saying. But if you talking about when we talking about influence and you talking about thinking ahead, you either got to get with the shit because it's not going to slow down. So if you don't get with it now, you're going to be nobody's going to see it. Niggas, if you sit here saying, listen to what I'm telling you, when you sit here trying to build a platform for yourself outside, it don't matter if I'm ahead. I'd rather be first than be last. Because if you last, then it's the people already got who they like. That's the same way you're not going to Jamel Hill for her takes on no NFL or no NBA shit. So there's a room for you, and if you don't take advantage of the room for you now, other people are already going to fill that room, and then I'm not going to care about your opinion on it.
But that's why I want you, like I said, shout outs to Gilbert. Somebody who took advantage of what he can see and like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do this blase blah every day. Boom. All right, now I can go in. I can get these NFL players and do this. Like I said, some people can see it and it's like, all right, yeah, I'm not going to do it the traditional way, but also I'm gonna do it my way. And I think some people just trying to do everything their way so much, it's not seen in everybody's eye the same. And that's why I said you might be passionate about it, but everybody else might not really be passionate about it.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I'm never here to say, I ain't here to sell nobody on nothing that I like. That's nothing because I think again, I'm not one of those people. And even when I'm arguing with I'm not even arguing with them little niggas. I told a little nigga on the other day here in the comment section, the topic was floating around about NBA YoungBoy and Future. And I'm like, dog, y'all not even old enough. You don't even have a favorite radio station. So if you're not old enough to have a favorite radio station, I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with y'all about Future versus NBA YoungBoy. It was so bad that y'all was sitting here saying, well, if you do Future versus NBA YoungBoy, Future can't do none of his feature songs. He only got to do songs by himself. Do you know how crazy that sounds? You sit here and know for a fact that why are you even compared? Why are you even trying to put him in the same conversation with Future if you got to beg me to do a versus and you only want me to do songs by myself, which I still got songs 100 times bigger than any of your songs by myself. But the point of why it shouldn't even be a conversation that you have to mutter, hey, if you do a versus with me, do the versus without your features. Then what the fuck are we even doing a versus for? Like, nigga, go play with somebody. Go play with somebody. No, he can. But my whole point of it is, did you have to say that? That means, dog, go find somebody safe to play with. And again, even when we talking about with just the women shit, I don't listen to what I'm telling you. I promise y'all, listen to what I'm telling you. You can take my word for it. I feel like I'll be damn near almost right about 85% of the shit I'm telling y'all. If the biggest conversation of the weekend every time fucking people was talking, did you asking Brandon Ingram about Glorilla? I'm telling y'all, after Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and LeBron James retire, there are no other male superstars because y'all killed Ja Morant. So cool. All you have is Anthony Edwards. There are not nobody that is 20 in the NBA right now that's 25 and under who is more popular than Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. So you're going to either listen to what I'm telling you now, pick your favorite WNBA players now, or you're going to be 5 years from now when them niggas are done. Who are you going to sit here and compare to them two motherfuckers? There ain't nobody. There's not a nigga in college basketball right now that you compare to Juju Watkins. So again, like I said, you can either be late to the conversation or you can get with the conversation now when it's somewhere for you to not seem like a bandwagon nigga. But you can't tell me somebody 25 years old that's not Anthony Edwards that niggas give a fuck about in the NBA right now. That's under the age of 25 because both of them ain't number 23 and 24. So what are we talking about? That nigga's not gonna. The nigga, guess what? The nigga who's in his 20s cannot fall out of the sky right now. If he ain't there for you, where he gonna come from? I'm on the internet too much. I'm not just sitting here thinking I'm not. Y'all niggas be tripping. But again, like I said,
that's what I said. Some people just be. Like I said, I hear you, but like I said, but some people just. I think, and that's why I said I think it's more so if that might be the sad part on the WNBA if you're relying on them players to keep. You are, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just,
but you're not relying on. But you're not relying on them. They just sold out. That's what they just sold out the Philly joint without even one of them.
But I hear that. But that's what I'm saying. But when it comes to the NBA is still going to have their players. They're still going to like.
They're not still going to sell out, nigga.
What San Antonio? Like those teams.
Nigga, I can name you 10 teams and none of their games be sold out. Nigga, you live in a city where the games are never sold out.
Right. The Wizards don't have. Okay. All right. Name other ones that name a popular team that don't sell out.
It don't matter. It's still 32 fucking teams. All 32 teams ain't popular.
Right, but everybody don't watch if you don't have a league pass, you're not watching. You only watching the games that come on TV. The Lakers game always sold out.
All right.
The Knicks games are always sold. Those teams that come on TV.
That's two teams. So
Boston is always sold out.
Okay, 3.
Who else everybody who you name the 10 teams that don't sell out.
Nigga, the Sacramento Kings don't. The fucking who else play in fucking California? The fucking Clippers don't. The New Orleans Pelicans don't. The Memphis Grizzlies don't. The Washington Wizards don't. The Orlando Magics don't. The Charlotte Hornets don't. You want me to keep fucking going?
They don't come on TV.
It don't matter. Their games don't be sold out, nigga.
But they don't come on TV. That's what I'm saying.
What do that matter?
That is the NBA.
We talking about selling out. We ain't talking about what's on TV. We talking about what people can actually go into a city. I can go to that city and I can go to a game. The Dallas Maverick shit ain't gonna be sold out no more.
Right. Okay. You keep saying sell out. Okay. The Commanders don't sell out. They never had a sold out game, but people still talk about the Redskins. Right or wrong?
People don't talk about none of the teams I just named.
But what I'm telling you, the Commanders don't sell. When have Commanders never? They took out seats. They don't never have selling a sold out game, but they still talk about them. That's what I'm saying. It's just some things that people still going to see and talk about.
All right. Again, like I said, y'all niggas, y'all could be, you could be left with the times. Y'all could be old and talk all that old man shit. I'm cool. I'm trying to build something, so I ain't here with that old man shit. Y'all can get the fuck on my face with it. Again, like I said, they don't have it. You ain't got if you cannot sit here and name me 10 NBA players at the age of under 25 years old who people actually give a flying fuck about. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. That shit will eventually. That's why you see niggas on the internet crying because they was trying to watch Unravel and watch the All-Star game because you trying to sit here and dibble dip. No, nigga, cut that bullshit off and watch what niggas is really on the internet watching and talking about. Because guess what I wasn't worrying about? I wasn't worrying about the fucking dunk contest, and I wasn't worrying about no three-point competition. And guess what? 90% of the internet wasn't worrying about it either. And that's why Reggie Miller was doing this All-Star game, shouted out Unravel, because that's what everybody on the internet was talking about. I'm not sitting here. Again, the difference between niggas who got influence and niggas who are followers. That's why on social media they have followers. Yeah, you can follow this person, or you can be the fucking follower. That's how the world works. Everybody ain't meant to set the tone on shit. I'm here to set the fucking tone. I'm not here to be sitting here and be like, oh, well, can I wait for Adam Silver to tell me what's cool? Man, fuck out of here, nigga.
This is insane, you guys. This is a live shot of the crowd at NBA All-Star, and this is actually smack dab in the middle of Saturday night. This was right before the final round of the Shooting Stars Challenge. I don't even know if this place was 50% full. Remember when I told you guys last year that it was also like this in San Francisco? A lot of you guys were saying like the ticket prices were just too high. So I checked prices for the game tomorrow, and these are insane. Highest level, $1,000. The cheapest ticket that I saw was $745 each, and it's literally like the last row in the arena. Look at this, you guys. This is the top level, $7,000 a ticket. The very top level, also $1,000 here. And there's nothing in the 100 section that's less than $2,000. But no wonder hardcore NBA fans in both the Bay Area and Los Angeles can't go to these events. This is supposedly a good deal. All-Star never used to be like this. It was sold out. Like every event used to be completely sold out and packed, even the celebrity game. And I feel like the last time we saw a really good crowd was in Indianapolis. I don't know what exactly needs to happen, but firstly, we need to figure out a way to get these ticket prices down so real basketball fans can enjoy basketball.
And again, if y'all, if you want, what?
Nigga, wouldn't have the what's name ever been cheap?
What, All-Star?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I know people used to go.
Yeah, people used to go because of dog. Niggas are old. Niggas don't go out like that. Them parties don't be the.
But I hear what you're saying though. But again, that be that kind of you're continuously proving my point. And I just think the niggas just don't be caring. When the last time you seen nigga like, oh, we about to go to All-Star weekend? Like that used to be a thing. Niggas used to like even if you just going off of let's just fuck the regular working class person. If you just going off of the bad bitches that niggas used to lust and follow via social media, those motherfuckers used to go from I'm going to the Super Bowl and I'm going to sit here and going to the All-Star weekend. That's not even a thing no more for bad bitches.
Because niggas are getting old now. Like you got to ask the younger people. That's what I'm saying. Niggas are getting old now. You can't sit here. Oh, I'm about to go pull up parking lot pimp at the fucking. What are you about to do? The girls are 20. What are you about to sit in?
No, but I think you're missing my point.
I'm just saying.
No, but Marcus, if you could just slow down and just listen, nigga. You talking, but you're not listening. If the internet, you don't know how old some of these people is. I mean, maybe you be on the internet, you feel like everybody you follow is your age. I'm sure you follow younger people. So if you're not seeing the younger people going to these events still, that means that people just aren't going. It still should be a thing. If I'm following the fucking whatever the young celebrity people are or the young bad bitches, if I'm not seeing if I'm looking at the game and I don't see like none of the young people there, I don't even see none of the rappers there no more. Like think about we talking about All-Star games in the past, like that used to be, it would be full of fucking rappers. It's fucking Michelle Obama and Barack Obama at the fucking All-Star game, dog. What are we talking about? Like nigga, like that. Where's the famous rappers at? There's not even a famous fucking rapper courtside right now.
I don't know. The 2 Chainz, he got what's name jersey after the game. I don't know. Like I said, my thing is, like I said, I feel like people still go to the events or whatever the case. I don't feel like it's not like it's popping like it used to. I think that's not a thing no more. Like I said, when they got these events and all, like the sneakers and all, like motherfuckers, it was lines outside all these damn Foot Lockers and all that for them shoes. So that's what I'm saying. People are there, but I don't think that's still a thing no more.
What's not a thing?
Like the parties, and I don't feel like that's a thing no more. Like people go out there, people still go to the stuff, but I don't feel like that stuff is popping like that no more.
So you just repeated what I said, right? Am I tripping?
Huh?
Is he repeating what I'm saying? I said it's dead, and you just repeated what I said.
No, but I said people don't go out there to the parties like that no more. That's what I said.
So,
right.
So you're repeating what I said. Am I tripping, Erica?
No, you.
Am I tripping? He's basically saying what I'm saying. It's dead, but you just sitting here using you're just using a different term and saying the clubs and people not going to the parties no more. That's what I said. Niggas is not going. This shit is not a thing no more like it used to be. So when all of that trickles in line, if the people aren't sitting here saying, hey, I'm about to go do an all-star weekend party and the rappers ain't getting booked to do an all-star weekend party no more, that means the all-star shit ain't lit like it used to be, because that used to be a thing. Niggas would sit here and say, I'm going to Super Bowl, then I'm going to all-star, then I'm going to CIAA. That was a thing, and that's why people used to be like, damn, they be fucking our Black history up because they keep us so goddamn busy with doing all these other shit.
And when I said I started off with saying people are getting old, right? People don't do that no more, right?
Yeah, me and you are old. Guess who ain't old? Lil Baby and them niggas ain't old. Moneybagg Yo and them ain't old. So that's my point. Like, yeah, we are old. You're absolutely right. We're getting old, but it's still a younger group of motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about that shit no more. Your kids ain't watching the All-Star game. If we are getting older, so we getting old, and the group of people under us ain't geeking for it. So then what happens? It eventually dies out. If I own a business and I'm relying on my old ass father who's about to be 72 years old, if I'm relying on him to be my business model and my customer for the next 30 years, then all right, good luck with that one.
Y'all, the Ito's family did flavor swaps on their chips, and I got some. Y'all, it is exclusively available here on TikTok Shop for a limited time before it goes live everywhere else. Y'all got to try these. They teamed up with some top creators to flip the switch on the fan favorite flavors. Y'all grab these now. Like, you got the barbecue flavor on the Cheetos, okay? And you get full bags. And then you have Doritos, which is my favorite chip, but on the Ruffles. That's going to go crazy. And then you have that Cool Ranch that y'all love on the Ruffles. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Y'all can grab some below because you know these are going to sell out. Y'all, the Ito's family.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. TikTok, you can relax. I'm not buying no goddamn chips off no goddamn TikTok shop. Like the concept is cool. I can imagine like your kids would want a Speedy bag or some Doritos or some whatever kind of chips. Like that's cool. That makes sense, but I'm not buying it off of the TikTok shop. There ain't no way in hell on God's green earth I'm buying no type of food or snacks from the goddamn TikTok shop. Like that's when y'all just taking it too fucking far. And that's when you just got literally too much dip on your chip. I'm not in no way in hell. Dog, you know how sometimes some of my stuff don't come for a month later? What would I do if my chips don't come a month later from now? What the fuck are we talking about? Why the hell would I say it? Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, is it coming from the actual?
Nigga, she got an orange, like the same way when you buy pants and you, hit the orange shopping cart.
Family
nigga, she telling you to hit the orange shopping cart on her junk.
Like, you can go to the Korean store and find stuff like that. I'm not ordering that shit from TikTok.
Yeah, it's no way in hell, dog. It ain't enough celebrity bags or nothing for me to sit here and say, hey, I'm trying to go order something from not no chips. Maybe something else, but not no damn chips from no goddamn TikTok shop. Like that one ain't gonna happen, dog. I'm sorry, I ain't no. But let's get into some local stuff real quick. Y'all know in maybe in 10 minutes, I want to have my I told y'all so moment with the white news lady. Cause come on, dog. Y'all still believe it's real?
It's been playing out for a minute. I just don't see why you would fake it. Like, what are you faking it for?
But why? But okay. But this is what I'm saying. Cool. Let's just see and say if your mind that's what you want to see and say. But the way it's been playing out for the last week, do you still feel like it's real?
It's given that it's not.
Cause it's no at this point in time.
I thought it was planned from the beginning.
I mean, that's what I said off the rip. But again, that's my man. It's not no way.
Because is she alive? Is the mother? Is she passed?
Yeah, they saying she's still alive.
Okay.
They said her wasn't even her what's name in the whatever they found, I think they wasn't even like DNA or none of that.
Yeah, well, while we here, so let's matter of fact, because I just sit here and brought it up, might as well play. I want to definitely play the news. Some of these people breaking this stuff down because this shit is like, I guess. I mean, I get what I guess I agree with what Eric is saying. It's like, why would you sit here and do this? But then again, it's so much shit that they be like, why would people do some of the stuff that they do? And it's like they still do it.
She's a reporter. Like she's on like Channel 4 News. Like, why would you fake something like this? What are you trying to gain?
I mean, more popular because I'm gonna say real.
Okay, conspiracy wise, right? Let's just say I got into some hot shit.
Well, that's what some people taking it. Some people say
I might have got into some hot shit, and now I'm trying to keep it off of me, keep the radar. Like that's what I'm thinking. Just like how even people say about the whole Trump, like they keep doing all this other stuff to keep off the Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she probably got into some shit, or she don't want to come out, and this is like, all right, damn, there's a pity party.
So everybody's in on it. The mother, everybody like.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if everybody in on it, but again, like I said. I mean, again, because I think sometimes some people just get addicted to fame as well. Because let's be clear, I'm sure realistically, I never would have talked about this lady before if this wasn't a part of the story.
I mean, no, but like she is like, it's not like she's just like nothing but like if you watch the news, like you know who she is. Like she's made a name for herself. So it's like, why will we go through all of this and it's fake? And then to come out like, damn, like, oh, she lied. Like you can't even show your face on the news no more after this.
But what if they never find out that she lied? She distorted
it. But it's like, where is she? Like, where are we going with it?
I mean, I watch enough documentaries to sit here and say some people again, because we're talking about this lady's 84, 85 years old on a fucking pacemaker. I'm sure realistically, niggas like it's gonna sound fucked up, but I'm sure some people, when they addicted to fame or whatever they got going on, they might sacrifice Mom Dukes for that. I don't know because I'm not super familiar with this lady, and I don't know how it's certain things that we watch people do all the time, and we be like, damn, like why would you do something like that? And people do it all the time for less. Think about how much publicity she's getting right now. You're right. For people who already watch the news and may be familiar with her, but what about all the people like me, where I may watch the news, but I may pick and choose what news channel I watch. So I wasn't familiar with this lady.
It wasn't like it was CNN, right? It was.
Yeah, she worked at NBC, but you know how NBC sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. It's a local. It's not
it's a local. It's not like CNN or not like that.
Yeah, it's a local joint.
Oh yeah, so now that's my point. So now she getting fucking every major joint talked about her.
I would hope that she ain't make this shit up. Like this is crazy.
But I'm just saying sometimes you gotta kind of think about that because every major program that we all listen to, they talked about it last week.
But that I feel like, but just like how much people scam or do whatever, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that won't get tricky. But
I wouldn't be surprised. Cause shit, what was the nigga who was getting motherfuckers to send on money? The little army, whatever the shit, like the little what was it? The tender, whatever. Like I said,
the tender swindler.
That's what I'm saying. I would not be surprised if somebody's, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a scam.
I would hope not.
Yes, you will hope not because yes, you using.
I mean, that's the tender swindler. That's like some nigga shit.
It wasn't a nigga.
But yeah, it
was not a nigga.
You gotta think about. Let's be if we being honest, and you sit here saying, not even fuck the conspiracy theory. When you talking about level of swindling and just really getting over on like the masses of people, it's always white people.
No, but I don't even think we reported. It was one Bama who sit here. I think he committed a crime. He saw the reward and called it in for himself, trying to get the reward money. Well, you don't know what people are going through. Like I said, I hope it is fake. And I hope it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope it's not real. But who's to say, like, she's not doing this for clout or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know.
Let me play some of these clips because some of these people broke some of this stuff down.
FBI shared this doorbell camera video of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. It raised this huge question of how they even got this footage. For 10 days, they'd been saying she didn't have a subscription to save the video, and most people assume that without a paid plan, the footage just disappears. But here's the answer. Doorbell cameras are always watching. When they're activated by Motion or the app, they start recording and they send that data to the company's servers. For Nest, that's Google. For Ring, that's Amazon. Even if you don't pay, all that footage from your doorstep goes to Google and Amazon. They can keep it however long they want. What you're paying for is so that you can see the footage. Even when you open your app to see the live camera feed, that video is not coming from your doorbell. It's coming from the company servers. The data can be stored for weeks or months, whether you pay or not. And these companies work with law enforcement to share that data. Again, they don't care if you have a subscription. This is a horribly sad case. I hope they catch this person, but I also think people need to better understand how these things work because Google and Amazon are trying to roll these cameras out everywhere. You saw the Super Bowl ad with Ring talking about how they can turn on cameras across entire neighborhoods to look for missing dogs. In other words, it's a giant private surveillance network that only the companies really get to see. How many of these cameras do you walk or drive past in a typical week? Where do you think all this data about you ends up?
Again, and that's why when we sit here talking about just watching some of them lawyer shows, like, bro, you'll be surprised, like with them cameras and stuff, like how much that information is important. Hold on, let me play the news, dude. Like,
you shot?
Oh, yeah, I was. Come on, what do you expect me to do?
So people don't know, real quick, because I'm tripping. I'm about to play the clip though. They end up sitting here like, and this is how you know they just geeking, just doing anything. Like, why would you pick up a DoorDash, man? And why would you pick up a DoorDash nigga who could barely pick up English? Like, you think this nigga sit here and went and picked this lady up? Do you think did this nigga who's Spanish? No, but that's what I'm saying. He don't know. Again, I'm and this is gonna sound racist and this is gonna sound stereotype. I don't think a nigga who's doing a Spanish speaking nigga who's doing DoorDash know who this lady is enough to sit here and want to kidnap her mother and hold her for ransom. Like, this ain't this ain't like sitting here saying that the nigga took Tom Brady mother.
But you started off the show where you saying how you appreciate transactions and all that. You was the last thing we saw, right?
Yeah, but nah, I ain't. I knew when you sit here speak, you picked up a nigga speaking Spanish, and I don't. Come on, dog. Like, let's no disrespect to the Spanish.
But he can't be acting.
Man, I hear you, but no, you trying to make me disrespect the Spanish people. I don't think no Spanish nigga pulling off no shit like this.
So if I sit here and paid you, you gonna pull it off.
If somebody, you might.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if somebody paid
you to do it, you're gonna pull it off because you're not gonna look twice or think about it. Yes, I'm paying you to do it.
Maybe.
Pero yo no sé qué está pasando, me agarraron como si fuera un criminal, me secuestraron. They held me against my will. They didn't read me my rights until 2 hours later. Okay? You know what I mean? My wrist is all fucking swollen. From the handcuffs. Like,
did you have any idea
No.
this was about you? Do you know who Nancy Guthrie
No.
is?
That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
Were you like, where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you? I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, this is your delivering DoorDash?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
how they pull up on you? Like, nah, I pulled up with them. They were following me. Yeah, they were following me. Miranda, this is Santa Cruz County, and Miranda was down here. It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
And so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me, stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos, and that's it. They put me in the cop car. You gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives cleared here and everything.
Oh my god. Well, when they finally told you this was had to do with some kidnapping, like, what were you thinking?
What the fuck am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is? Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No. I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch
You don't watch the Today Show?
No.
So this is a complete shock.
It was.
What kind of questions were they asking you?
Nothing. They didn't ask me any own questions.
So they just said
nothing.
So
They
they
sent me in the car. They investigated my car and this and that's it. They didn't ask me no questions, no nothing.
Did you get the other car back? Or they still have it?
No, it's right there.
Oh, they gave it back to you. So
Yeah, it's like.
and they said you can go home.
Yeah.
And how did they treat like the people you were with, your girl, your child?
I don't see about that. You know what I mean?
How's your family? They
Well, they're
scared
all in
everybody. I was gonna say they scared everybody. Huh?
Yeah, they're all in shock right now. Did they damage the house? Yeah.
What did you do to the house?
Broke the doors. What else there? The garage door in the back.
So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know, try to see my name. I didn't do anything.
Man, again, y'all gotta be serious, dog. Ain't nowhere in hell. But here we go. Come on.
I don't think she was kidnapped. We would have heard, listen, there would have been a video, there would have been a photograph, there would have been something, a lock of hair, a drop of blood, something mailed to somebody so they could verify, yes, in fact, these people have my mother. Kidnappers want to get paid quickly. They don't want this thing to linger. If you're negotiating with another drug dealer in South America somewhere, it could go on for a few weeks, a month, until they get bored and decide this is not worth it. And it's either pay up or we're going to kill this person. And it's always a negotiation, right? The first figure they throw out is never what actually gets paid, like any good business deal. There's going to be a negotiation, but it's going to be a fast and hard one. and there's been no negotiations. No one's called up and said, hey, where's my money? That hasn't happened. For the simple reason is nobody's kidnapped her, I don't think. If you're a good kidnapper, you're going to grab the medication on the way out the door because you're going to have to take care of her. You're going to have to keep her alive and healthy, right? So it shows a total lack of planning. The total lack of forensic evidence of anyone being in that house, of grabbing her, is another clue that she wasn't kidnapped. You know, you walk in somewhere, you're going to leave something. I don't care who you are. You're going to leave some DNA, some footprints, some fingerprints, blood if anyone gets cut on glass or whatever. You know, listen, the FBI is great at crime scene processing. They've been processing this thing for, 6, 7, 8 days now. They've got nothing. If they had something, we'd have heard about it.
Again, like I said, that's just and I told y'all this before all of this information came out, and before all of these people who do this thing for a living told y'all that this shit just seemed funny. I told y'all it seemed like even when they was doing that little "we got your ransom" message and we know, like, just let us know that, like, come on, that shit, it just literally sounded like something I watched on an episode of Found. So again, like I said, just to me, I'm just never going to yeah, I'm cool, dog. I don't believe it, but again, I'll keep talking about it as long as it keep coming up. I'll keep talking about it. I guess I want to talk about the and I want to go before hit that. I don't know what that if the mouse keep moving or something. But I'm trying to think. Do I want to talk about this 21-year-old in Jamaica, or I want to go local. I want to go local. I want to go to this dude who was smelling people's feet in Silver Spring. Like, oh man, it's some crazy people in this world. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, but it's just some shit that just be like, as a parent, I don't necessarily know if
unbelievable.
You said it's unbelievable.
Where was you at that you sniffed?
Yeah, that's again. That's why I'm about to play this first clip of this lady who exactly what she said.
I would hurt someone if they touch my child. Letting a stranger, keeping your eyes on your child. I don't even know how that could have happened.
This is a busy part of downtown Silver Spring. There are a lot of different businesses inside of here, including a Dave & Buster's. And that's where police say this incident took place. Thursday, they announced the arrest of Christopher Michael Simpson. Investigators say that back in September, while in the Dave & Buster's arcade, Simpson removed a 10-year-old victim's socks and shoes before smelling the victim's feet and then leaving the scene. He's now charged with second-degree assault and sexual assault-related offenses. Detectives also say that based on information gathered during the investigation, they believe there could be additional victims. Here's what people had to say about the case.
It's a very terrible situation, man. They gotta really step it up, man. Really take serious of predators out here.
I'm a bonus mom and a foster mom, so I would hurt someone if they touch my child. Letting a stranger, keeping your eyes on your child. I don't even know how that could have happened.
Attempts to reach Simpson or a representative for comment weren't immediately successful. Dave & Buster's declined comment, citing the ongoing investigation.
But I'm not gonna hold y'all. I can't even put the blame on Dave & Buster's. I only can put the blame on the parent. Because how the hell was somebody? You got to think about how long you left your kid unsupervised. This person was able to take their sock and their shoes off. Because this is not like one of them little bounce houses where people don't got no shoes on and all they got on.
Dave & Buster's, like, I don't think there's nothing in there that requires you to take your shoes and stuff off.
Nothing. That's my point. So that goes on to, like, realistically what this man did. I'm not sitting here trying to shoot this man some bail or give him any out or nothing, but he's out of pocket. But the parents is just out of pocket as much as he is, because you said, how the hell did you leave your kid that fucking unsupervised for that long that somebody was able to sit here and be able to take your kids' socks and shoes off and then smell their feet?
And a child, like, what the fuck? Like, you just let somebody come and take your shoes and your socks off at 10?
I mean, I can, because it's Dave & Buster's.
No, sir.
But I mean, a lot of people don't hover over their kids.
I mean, that's cool, but
a lot of people don't hover over their. Like I said,
it depends on how. It depends on how old your kid is, and then
10, you can 10. They own their own cars. That's what I'm saying. Their kids.
That's true.
A lot of people don't hover over their kids.
But my 10-year-old let somebody take off your socks.
No, yeah, that's a conversation. Yes, that is a conversation. But for, like I said, for a 10-year-old, I don't think nobody's sitting here right behind their kids. They sitting at the table waiting for the food, especially at Dave & Buster's.
Have you been to Dave & Buster's?
Me? Hell yeah. That's that one. Two things, and y'all know that I'm quick to play stepdaddy. I've been to Dave & Buster's on a date with just me and a fucking woman, and I've been on multiple dates with women and their kids, and their kids be glued to the fucking hip to me more than the fucking mom because the mom don't even want to play half of this shit.
Right.
So we playing all the games together. The kid ain't never leave my sight though.
Right, but listen what you just said. She was not attending to it. So if she was there, do you think she would have sit here and be? She would have gave her the card and say, go ahead and play.
You got a point on that one.
Yeah. At 10,
At 10, Cody's not. And like I said, that's what I'm saying. That's when they're sitting here running around doing their own, yes. A lot of parents are not hovering over their kids.
Yeah, but that shit may be bad parenting too. Especially if you only got one kid.
I'm not saying it's not.
Because if you only got one kid, I think that's bad.
One is okay, but if you
if you got one kid, you're a bad parent. If somebody's able,
people, if you got your child,
and you got multiple kids and other kids, then cool.
That's what I'm saying. Because it could have been a party. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to, like I said, it is irresponsible.
No, it's totally irresponsible. And again, like I said, I'm with y'all. If you got multiple, let's be say, if you're a single parent, mom or dad, and you got like 3 or more, you got 2 or more kids, and the kids maybe all like you said, like 10 and 11. I can kind of understand where one kid can kind of go on their own, especially if you got a little boy and a little girl, so they not playing the games together. They kind of want to go play their own games and do their own thing. But if you got only one kid, I don't care if you are a mom or a dad. There's no way in hell, and it's just you and that kid there. There's no way in hell you telling me that kid should be able to roam around by themselves. Even if the kid, because let's be clear, if the kid ain't a teenager, that kid should still be. You should be playing the games with the kid because most games at Dave & Buster's is a multiple person game. It's not just a one person game. So why is a kid by himself?
Some parents don't want to be there in the first place.
That's still bad parenting. Then
it's an environment like, all right, they can kind of
no for sure. And let's be clear. And listen, because y'all know I'm down with the stereotypes. That Silver Spring joint is so mixed with so many different races of people. I can understand realistically, if I'm being honest, how a parent probably feel comfortable at that jump because it's a bunch of white people there. There's a bunch of Arabs. It's literally right there where the movie theater is. Like right across from literally right across the street from the Fillmore.
Because every time I tried to what's name, like I could see the sign, but I never like.
You got to go inside though. It was like me. I'm sure you probably don't even remember Crystal Place back in the day. What was it used to be called? It used to be called Crystal's Place, I think, or something City Place. This was way back in the day, though. It used to be a mall, but it's inside the joint. Like you have to actually.
That's what I'm saying. I know
you have to actually go inside.
I always see the sign, but I never, like I said, I've tried it. I'm like, well, where the hell is it?
Yeah, it's actually inside the joint. You have to park and go inside the actual building. Me personally, I just wouldn't. If we talking about Dave & Buster's, that wouldn't be the Dave & Buster's I would go to. One, just because I'm just not a fan of just the parking. Well, the parking ain't even bad because the parking free in Silver Spring, the parking garage and all that, but. Me personally, just off the top of my head, if I'm thinking of like, hey, I'm trying to go to Dave & Buster's, that one would never come across my head. Like the one that my go-to Joan is always the Joan in Springfield. Because it ain't nothing.
But that's the most recent one.
Springfield, Virginia?
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, that shit been there for years.
No, it hasn't. That ain't been there that long.
It was there before the pandemic.
That's the most recent one.
Nah, nigga, you tripping. That jump been there for...
That's the most recent one.
That been there for at least 10 years now.
No, not no 10 years. Hell no.
I thought...
Nigga, I don't think... Because then how long you want to say the one in Richie Marlboro been?
Shit, that may be almost pushing. That got to be at least like 7 or something years.
No, that's... I feel like the Springfield joint was after that. I mean, was after that one.
I mean, you might be right. I don't. You might be right. You might be. I don't know. I guess I got a question for y'all because I'm gonna play this. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is something else that I believe is fake. I believe this Justin LeBoy and Coi Leray relationship is fake as hell, and it's super force, is over force. Like, oh my god, I don't know which.
Why you say that?
Just because it's like, nigga, one, nobody don't like. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody don't give a fuck about Justin LeBoy. So I feel like this shit is just super.
So that's what I'm saying. Why would you feel like it's over?
That's why I feel like it's over promoted because it's not like he's not a real celebrity. Like he's a blog page. So there's like nobody like you don't give a fuck who do you care about who Jason Lee is dating? So why the fuck do I care that Justin LeBoy dating Coi Leray? Listen, like Coi Leray when we talk about
but even like her baby father. I don't think nobody.
So you're proving my point, and this is what I'm saying. Trippie Redd is more famous than both of them. He got a big fucking yeah. He got a way bigger fan base than both of them. Like so again, with all that being said, if we didn't see them together, why the fuck do I gotta keep seeing Coi Leray and Justin LaBoy? Because again, it's good PR because it make people forget. Oh, that Coi Leray even had a baby with Trippie Redd. Because it's out of sight, out of mind. No, but for some people probably don't even know because you never seen them two together. And again, for Justin LaBoy, think about how popular, especially during the pandemic, how popular his page was. This nigga ain't never have no dating scandals, no relationship shit. No girls ain't never seen him say. I think like one girl said something crazy about him and it was like going viral on TikTok. Outside of that, you never even heard nothing about this nigga.
Oh, is he more popular? I mean, is Speedy or whatever his name? He's popular than Justin LaBoy?
I show Speedy? Oh, you talking Speedy from Complex?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nigga, Speedy got some big ass interviews. Speedy, and you know what's so crazy about Speedy? Speedy be on TikTok like doing just a random little silly shit on TikTok. Nigga, his TikTok live be doing like Nicki Minaj numbers when he be on it. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like them women. I was about to say something else. Them women love fucking Speedy. Speedy is way more fucking popular than Justin LaBoy. And maybe to be honest, maybe their audiences is two different audiences. How? What's that?
I'm saying with you because you don't like Justin LaBoy. Because I feel like Justin LaBoy is popular.
Yeah, to a certain audience. And I think even to that audience, I think his page is popular. I don't think he's popular. I think people like the memes that he was posting, but that shit came and went.
I mean, like I said, I feel like so you saying it's fake because
neither one of them are famous enough for me to have to keep seeing this shit on the blog page. That's why.
It's a lot of motherfuckers we see on this blog page.
But again, and you have guess what? So you absolutely that's the thing
that y'all made.
No. But again, that will be one of the reasons why you see so many people go on TikTok, and that is why I like TikTok more than Instagram because there ain't no blog pages on TikTok. You gotta your personal self have if there's no and you can't other people there's not a blog page you can pay to get on to get influence on TikTok. You have to build your own influence on TikTok. You're absolutely right because we can't. None of us don't own the Shade Room or none of us don't own none of these other blog pages. So you gotta whatever they post and whatever they keep over showing you. Even the same way with Glorilla Sisters. Like I get it. If you're gonna become famous, come famous off your own grind. Like build your shit up, however you're gonna build it up. But some of these blog pages overdo some of these people and some of these topics that they keep posting. Again, i.e. like Glorilla Sister, like they just keep posting it. And that's when you see people start saying, all right, damn, dog, like how much you gonna keep posting this person? Again, even when we started this off, and I'm like, how geeking niggas was pressed to post this Vlad shit like it was real. Like he was being funny, and all the blog pages picked that shit up like he was spitting the gospel. And that's why sometimes when you see me like, damn, like it's so like you could use some of that. Again, when I talked about it, think about when I talked about it last week for Rakia Jackson, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I never posted this girl, never ever in life. But the Shade Room and all of them couldn't stop posting her when something bad happened to her. Like, you know how crazy that is?
And didn't even boast her coming back playing.
She ain't came back. She ain't come back. Hell no. How the hell she gonna come? I can't even imagine her coming back.
Oh, I thought she did. I thought she did.
She ain't come back. No. But I mean, they haven't even had no regular team games since that happened anyway. They only been doing the one-on-one tournament.
So then somebody just like I said, and that's the thing. Like I said with social media, a lot of people be repurposing clips and shit. Because I saw a clip and that's why I thought she was back.
No, she ain't came back yet. I can't imagine her. I would love for her to come back, but I can't. And to me that's the messed up thing for her. Is like, damn, this nigga then robbed her of her season and just like even her moment.
I don't think he didn't put her hands on her.
I mean, I seen people kind of putting stories together because she did miss some. She missed a couple of games during the WNBA season.
Her car with another vehicle, he put his hands on her
for sure.
This
ain't
the first instance.
Yeah, hell no, of course not. And that's why people were sitting there saying, like, literally as soon as that happened, because when I first seen somebody say something on Threads, I kind of was like, how y'all know that? Like, I didn't know that him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on, but I seen a girl literally on Threads and say, a girl literally said, I guarantee y'all this is the reason why she had to miss them games during the WNBA season.
Because of him.
Not because some people was throwing out the rumor saying she was pregnant and she wasn't pregnant, but she literally missed maybe damn near almost like a month worth of games, or maybe if it wasn't a month, it was like 2 to 3 weeks worth of games. And they said for personal reasons. And I'm sure 9 times, like Erica just said, that's not a one-off. A nigga ain't crashing his car into you and the police on some one-off shit. If a nigga gonna lose his mind, the very first time you gonna lose your mind, ain't gonna be to sit here and run your fucking $400,000 car to somebody.
And the only reason why I say that because you, even like with the whole situation with Porters and the young lady, like how we saw those pictures of her.
Yeah, but again, I think
So
some
that's
people,
why-
but even for her, even for her, though, perfect example. Look how she kind of recapped her statement, and we seen the pictures. And she tried to deny that shit didn't even happen to her.
But that's what I'm saying. But how we like I said, when that all broke loose, when all that came out, we saw those pictures. That's why I was just like, oh, I thought he just ran the car into. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see no pictures.
She probably laid low so that it was so nobody would know.
Well, when she was in the car, right?
Well, I mean,
we talking about before, like prior to the car situation.
She can't do nothing about this because everybody's seen this.
So that's what I'm saying. That car situation. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the situation.
Oh, just in the car, yeah, for sure. But
even
still, though, I mean, nigga, you've been in car accidents before, like, nigga, that shit probably was a bad accident. I can't imagine somebody running a fucking. Think about what we talking about. This is a Lamborghini truck. You know how fast Lamborghinis go, and it's a truck. I don't think you can ram your car into me, and I'm just gonna be Gucci tomorrow and go play basketball. Fuck, that ain't how it's never gonna work. And then you gotta kind of imagine for your mental pieces, like. Even though, and I respect even for Unravel, they kind of know none of the players or even when the games they haven't even mentioned it because you kind of just like that's like again that's so fucked up for her because it's like you don't want to nobody don't even want to bring light to that shit because it's like you kind of almost like and I see some people like people on the fence with it. Some people want like people I seen people even like tweeting Unravel like y'all not gonna speak up and talk about Rakia, but it's like why do y'all want you kind of almost
and that's my thing is just like sometimes do you want to sit here and bark up the wrong tree because like you said the NFL is going to like you say I don't know I mean he's not a darling but like when you first talked about how people was all he fucked up his career you know what I'm saying like do you really want to sit here and start talking about that and then the NFL you know what I'm saying like how these big corporations will silence that or even like you know what I'm saying like do you really want to speak on that? Do you want to put yourself?
No. I wouldn't give a fuck what the NFL got to say about it. I just wouldn't. Me personally, I think that they just trying to give her some peace of mind where she don't have to sit here. Like, let's sit here and say she wanted to watch the games. I'm sure they don't want to sit here and talk about it. If she just want to watch basketball, don't want to hear people sit here talking about her. Like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something already. Like, even when people, you think about when people used to be like, well, we'll keep politics out of sports and shit like that. Because sometimes people do just want to watch sports for entertainment. So I can only imagine if she's going through something and she kind of just like I normally could just take my mind off of whatever life got going on by watching basketball. You don't want to sit here and kind of like for her to cut on the game and then you sit here people talking about or analyzing I mean, of course, let's be clear. The people who talk about Unravel and who are like actual broadcasters of the game, of course, they would have some class about it. But I'm not mad at them for never even mentioning it and kind of not trying to make it almost not sitting here saying they acting like it didn't happen, but you don't want to kind of like you gotta be careful with them situations, even like how you bring light to them, because it's like that is, I don't know though. I can't. It's hard to explain it, and it's just like when you're watching it in real time, you trying to kind of figure out even how to use your words and even kind of figure out what you even actually watching or even understand. Like, why is it so? Like, even for her to have to take the stand, like, how she gonna come back and play basketball? I can't even like that shit. Is to me that's was the most. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Like, fuck him, fuck his career. I don't care. But for her, it's like nigga, she was thriving and shining and getting her shining and getting the props and the love that she deserved. And then you kind of like, you just took that shit from her. Like, you literally just took it from her. Now she got to worry about sitting here like, man, I can't get on social media. I can't do nothing. She was having endless momentum building her career and building her brand up. And this nigga just robbed that shit from her. So like, that shit crazy to me. I don't know how we got there. We supposed to be talking about Cola Red. Here we go.
Have real money on other men in your past before?
No.
Look at me in my eyes.
No. I'm telling you, no.
What's the most you ever spent on another man before?
Almost 100,000 on a fucking watch.
Shit.
I'll never do that again.
What you mean?
Trust me. I learned my lesson. You don't got to motherfucking tell me.
So you went broke when you met me?
I never went broke, baby.
Give me a strawberry, baby. Give me a strawberry. Cause like, why would you spend 100,000 on another nigga who ain't treat you as good as me?
Why I would go broke if I spend
100,000 on me?
What you mean?
Let me get a strawberry.
I spent a lot of money on you. You want to see my statements?
You spent 100,000 on me.
I spent a damn
You
near.
spent 100,000.
Nigga, check the fucking receipt. Hold on. Come here, you want strawberry? You want me to check the motherfucking receipts? You want me to
Please
call
check
the
'em.
motherfucking accountant?
You think you spent the same on me than you spent on the niggas in your past?
Why are you worried about niggas in my
I'm
past?
not, but if you spent 100 on them niggas, you better spend $1 million on me.
Baby.
Get up and feed me, matter of fact. Fuck that. Get up and feed Just Lil Boy. Treat me like the king that I am.
I'm like, lady.
Y'all telling me you don't think that shit fake?
I don't know if it's fake. It's annoying.
But just real quick, hey, the reason why I even played that clip is because it definitely was annoying as hell. But the reason why I played it, because I'm like, sometimes people be too honest when they having conversations about like their past relationships. Because realistically, like, listen,
sick.
No, listen to what I'm saying though. But think about what I'm saying though. If you sit here and like, because most people when you sit here and say, oh, you know, like why y'all stop talking to each other and this, that, and the third, and then you talking about how shitty of a person is, they cheat on you or they beat on you or they did whatever the case may be, and they didn't do this for you, but you sit here and said you spent $100,000 on them. Because when people do think about so many people will sit here and complain about their previous relationships, but then you sit here and talk about like what you done for this person, but then you kind of in the back of your mind when you tell somebody you spent 100 bands, like he's saying it kind of jokingly, but I'm sure a nigga would be like, damn, how you spend 100 bands on a nigga who treated you like shit, but you ain't never spent 100 bands on me?
I feel it.
Problem, not yours. Don't worry.
I feel it. I understand it, but like I said, I would definitely feel some type of way.
Yeah, don't ask the question.
Yeah, that part right there. Especially if you don't want to hear it. And then on top of it, like I said, that if that's somebody that I had kids with,
yeah, but dog, that's man, y'all right. That's what I mean. That's realistically why you probably shouldn't, if we being honest, shouldn't ask them type of questions because now you're gonna compare like, damn, what this nigga do to make you spend 100 bands?
But so like I said, I mean, just outside thinking, I'm pretty sure she's talking about her baby father.
Of course, that's what she was talking about.
So that's what I'm saying. So I feel like, all right, nigga, I have kids with him.
That don't mean nothing.
What does that mean though?
Huh? Yeah, that dude. If you bought him a gift or whatever at the time, that was at that time.
How long were they dating for them to even be like, oh, it's the baby father? Like they could have been dating for a month and she got pregnant. That don't make it no better.
But it was the baby father. You didn't think it was going to.
You
You didn't think it was going to end like that.
You dated for a month and you got pregnant and you still spent
Right.
$100,000 on him.
But okay, so as his Father's Day gift, right? You was like, oh, I want to do a blah, blah, right? And you bought him.
Yeah, wait, no Father's Day gift. You're a month pregnant. What am I buying? I'm not spending. Why?
When did they just stop talking, right?
I never knew they was talking. I don't even know who Trippie Redd is. I never knew they were talking. Who knew they was talking? Until she came out and said she was pregnant. So nobody knows how long they was dating.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody spending 100 bands on somebody and y'all not together or y'all not married is crazy. Like, and I ain't gonna sit here and say if you super, like if you LeBron James, James Harden type of rich, then yeah, people that 100,000 to them niggas is nothing. But if you a rapper who barely got like a hit record or two, because even when he said it kind of jokingly, like, damn, you got broke when you got to me. Yeah, nigga, she ain't got 100,000 just to keep wasting on every nigga she started fucking. Are you crazy? Like, she might got some bread, but she ain't got that type of money. Like, let's be fucking serious. And that's why realistically, you're right. You shouldn't ask some type of questions if you don't want the real answer to them. I do think that's why I do. Even if you don't ask, I think realistically, people have to be careful on some of the information that they give up too early, because it's like, you don't even kind of want to set expectations for people that high, because again, what if that person don't make me feel that way? And that's why I don't want to spend 100 bands on you.
That's your problem, not mine.
So let me ask you, what would be your answer?
Well, if somebody say, what's the most I ever spent?
Yeah, because I want to hear.
Oh, I'm a lie. I'm gonna say some,
I just want to hear what
I'm gonna say some short shit. If you don't listen to the podcast, I don't got no answers for you, Jack. I'm gonna say something. I'm like, I'm cheap. I don't fuck with none of these holidays or nothing. Yeah, because let's be clear. Because I think even for her when she's saying it, like she trying to brush it off. But I think with her genuine answer, for most people, if you actually ever spent a lot of money on somebody dating or gifts or trips, because I ain't gonna lie to you, and it's so funny that she just said that, and you just asked me that. Like, I even in my mind just like watching people in like Valentine's Day. Of course, if you spent a lot of money on Valentine's Day before or went out of your way to actually do lavish things, you will have some type of bitterness towards how you feel about the holiday, because it's gonna be like, damn, I went out above and beyond for this shit, and it's like, all right, now shit, I'm 2-3 holidays, Valentine's Day been single as hell, and you kind of just be like, damn, I wish I would have never spent that money before. And again, some people are like, man, that's a fucked up way to think, because if you actually love somebody, you did it out the kindness of your heart. Of course, everybody, most of the time you do stuff, hopefully you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, but that don't necessarily mean that you won't have some regrets neither. Especially if it don't end the way you wanted to end, you're going to be like, come on, dog.
Yeah, 100,000 is. Whew.
And you know, real quick, just because I meant to say this, and this is just like a random joke, like somebody just one day, like the other day, wrote on an Instagram post about it was like, and this was literally like 2 years ago. It was with Brandon Ingram and Anthony Simons. Of course, I think both of them they both shared the same. You saw? You seen that? You seen the comment?
Yeah, niggas, you tagged?
Yeah. I didn't even know if I tagged you in that one. But yeah. So and the person, y'all need to stay out of women's business. Just real quick, because I wanted to write her back, but I just deleted it. It can't be women's business if it's two niggas involved. It's only one bitch involved in the shit. How is this women's business? It's two niggas and one girl. How is this women's business and not nigga business?
What happened?
Both of them got the same baby mother. How is that?
Oh, you know, Mikey says, I forgot what the conversation was, but Mikey said something about it. I think.
But I was even going to write her back like, bitch, this story happened 2 years ago. Why the fuck how did you even find this page?
Oh, man.
And 9 times out of 10, she was searching Brandon Ingram's name. 9 times out of 10, and just because now he dating Glorilla, I'm sure now, come on, dog. Like Brandon Ingram, I mean, that video did a bunch of numbers, so I'm sure it would come up.
Oh, wow.
But
it definitely was random.
No, that shit was random as hell. But I literally just thought about it and just wanted to sit here and say that and get that shit.
Who was she again?
Who, the girl or the baby mother?
The baby mother.
Oh, I don't fucking know who she is.
Because like she said, I follow her and I
don't know who the fuck she is.
Way to go, big dog.
With a dude that says he don't believe in Valentine's Day, you're not the only one on his roster. So I just want to make sure we're very clear about this. He don't believe in it. He don't believe in spending money in multiple places. Believe that. Make sure that
true? Is that a true?
Yeah, y'all answer it. I think it's true.
A lot of times men don't want to be in a position where they are forced, whether real or artificially, to do something that they feel as if they do day in and day out. For many of us, we confess our love daily. We show our love daily. And so why is there the extra rigmarole of having to do above and beyond on a day that is dictated and celebrated and anointed as the day where you shower someone with love? And for me, a lot of times you do things like that to kind of go through the processes or avoid the conflict of not doing it.
You said bullshit, but you know what's so crazy? And for me personally, where I kind of just, when I'm even just thinking about being happy, one, saving money and not dating at all, and definitely ain't had a Valentine's Day shit, probably since the pandemic, to be honest. It's been a minute. But even with all that being said, though, I just thought about sometimes where it's like, I'm not gonna say I was a flower giver, like that used to be like, that's my thing. Like, okay, this first date, I'll pull up with like 4 dozen. Like 4 dozen roses to me was just like, that was just like my go-to move. Like, that was just how I'm gonna get my shit off.
The first date?
Probably every time we was going out on dates, but definitely for the first date for sure.
So, all right. So, what you doing the rest of the relationship?
So, no, but listen to, that's my point. So, when you set the bar that high, it kind of be like, and I hate that. You know, the fucked up thing about it is, why, if I'm coming all the time, every time we go out on a date, I'm coming with 4 dozen roses. Why the fuck is Valentine's Day even important anymore? Because I set this bar, and this was not a requirement from you. So if I'm coming like this on the regular, I shouldn't even. To me, to be honest, if as a half decent human being, you should sit here and say, "Hey, Valentine's Day ain't a big day. You treat all our dates like Valentine's Day, so it's not really that deep. We can stay in the house and we can just chill." But most of the time, for most men, like I'm telling you, that's one thing I kind of just love to kind of be able to just people watch. And one thing I can tell y'all, you gotta literally like. People give Baltimore a hard time, but bro, Baltimore is something you have to actually go out and live and experience. Like, you gotta be, I'm talking about like actually just be out and about with people in Baltimore. Like, that shit is a own, like that. I understand why they don't want to be considered a part of the DMV, because them, man, they are just so, dog. Baltimore is just a different type of fucking place, dog. Like, goddamn Baltimore, they just some different type of motherfuckers. Like, the type of, and the shit, and to be honest, if you a cheap man, you may want to find you a Baltimore woman, because they kind of like appreciate some bullshit. I ain't mad at them, but yeah, I think realistically, if I set the bar all the time and I always constantly show up, I hate the fact that it's just like, and I guess it's just an American thing. It's almost just like the Super Bowl. It's just like Christmas. It's like people just don't be wanting to feel like they left out of something.
But then you might be one of a million. Like not everybody, like you saying, oh, well, men show it all the time. Do they really?
No, I'm not saying all men do. I'm definitely not saying that. But I do think realistically,
But the ones who say, why do I gotta show up? Or why do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Valentine's is not that big. You know what I'm saying? We go out, or I get you flowers all the time.
Right. But then you have some men that uses that as a scapegoat. Well, I show it all the time. Do you really show it all the time? Not, I guarantee you, I bet my check that people don't show it, that you appreciate or love somebody every single day or all the time.
Oh, okay. So, go ahead. So I guess my question for you will be, what will be your definition of, like, okay, no, what do you feel like for you will feel like somebody shows up consistent enough where where Valentine's Day isn't as important?
I think the question is, you as a man should be able to answer that question. What do you feel like men do that we should just treat Valentine's Day as another day? Because I guarantee you, a lot of men don't make a woman feel appreciated. So a Valentine's Day, okay, I want to feel special. Why wouldn't I? You don't do it no other day of the week. You don't do it no other day out of the month. You barely do it on my birthday. So why would I not expect something?
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, of course. So of course, I'm with you. If that is the energy and if that is how a man is showing up, I'm with you on that one. Why a woman would look for something for Valentine's Day, and to be honest, and I guess because I understand the times we live in, the same way most of y'all couldn't sit down and look at your kids in the eye and sit here and say why you don't want to celebrate Christmas, and because you feel like I don't want my kids to feel left out. I don't want to sit here and burden them with whatever. I feel like as a man, you should kind of feel that same way about Valentine's Day for your woman. Even if you feel like you show up all the time and you may be like somebody like me, you may always do flowers. Because let's be clear, when I was actually dating for real, and this is not even just me, and that's probably why I can have so much bitterness towards relationships that may have not worked out, because I know for a fact that I go above and beyond when it comes to like dating and flowers and gifts and shit like that. And that's why realistically,
What did you get on Valentine's Day?
Before, like, what's the best Valentine's Day gift?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. What do you?
Shit, I got a fucking what's the camera? A GoPro? I got a GoPro. Literally the last Valentine's Day I celebrated. What was that? And that was right before that. What is that? 2019 or what was that? Whatever the Valentine's Day? Literally like the fucking cup. That Valentine's Day right before the pandemic. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, 2020. Then yeah, that last Valentine's Day. But yeah, I got a GoPro. Shit, she paid for the date. Or at least part of it. She paid for the dinner. I paid for what was that shit? Axe Throne or whatever the fuck that shit was before y'all turned it into a go-go. That's how you know when anything in DC, when it get hard times, motherfucker know to get them bands in that goddamn joke. Because literally when I went there, that was, again, like I said, that was before the pandemic. There was nothing but white people in there. To see that they allowed y'all motherfuckers to turn that to a go-go is crazy as shit. But I'm sure it was just...
but that's downstairs, right?
I don't give a fuck where it was at, nigga. When I first went there, it was nothing but white people in there. I know it ain't a bunch of white people in there no more. That when they see y'all niggas in the videos,
times of the day, it is.
Yeah, I think there's only certain days they do together.
It's like Fridays.
Yes, that's the only time.
The fact that they turned it into a go-go is still fucking crazy to me.
I don't understand why a lot of establishments don't do it.
Because they don't want that type of crowd.
Yeah, they don't want that crowd.
But
nigga.
you got you need the money. Like, how many of these restaurants are going out of business? You better put a go.
Yeah, I'm sure, but everybody don't got the space like they got neither. That's just a venue that got actual space, and then realistically, again, like I said, for one thing, people, if you don't know, if you were somebody from out of town, if you ever have a restaurant or a business and it gets slow, and the cheat code for all DMV businesses is when the shit gets slow and your business getting funny with the money, that's how you know it get funny. They start letting you throw go-go's in there.
Yeah, what? Bar do numbers.
Your bar do numbers, the door do. Like, that's the quickest way to always turn your shit around for your business is to start doing go-go's in that joint. But
so Erica, you feel like Valentine's Day everybody should?
I'm not saying I feel like it's a case by case basis, but to say, well, men, we show our love all the time.
No, I think,
that's not true.
No, but I think with the conversation was saying when the guy said he treat Valentine's like, it's not a, you know what I'm saying, like that's a. If I do it all the time,
it's another day. But who's to say that you do?
Even if you do it like that, I think still realistically, just as a man, you kind of like, no, it's three things you kind of know as a man you got to show up for a woman. I don't give a fuck what you do on them other days. And maybe as a man, we got to kind of be honest to ourselves, especially if you feel like your finances is a little bit tight, or if you one of the people where you feel like the bitch is a little bit ungrateful, then nigga, you got to pace yourself because you got to know realistically, birthdays, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. And if she's a fucking mother, then you got to do Mother's Day as well. You got to show up a certain way just because, especially the day and age we live in a social media day and age. Because if you don't show up the right way, then niggas gonna feel like your bitch single.
But that's my
and her friends going to treat her and talk to her like she's single.
But that's what but my only thing is, like I said, when you say it for showing up, if you can sit here and hit a man up and say, hey, can you know what I'm saying, I need my nails done, or I need a hair, can you pay for my hair?
Hey Marcus, let me tell you something.
That's
that
not
shit
Valentine's Day.
that's not Valentine's Day shit.
But no, but that's still, I'm paying for it. What do
So,
I don't?
well, guess what then?
But that's my thing.
What does that mean?
But that's what I'm. But that's not appreciated. That's not showing.
I appreciate it because but I asked you for it. If you looked at me, if I said, I'm gonna go get my nails done, and you didn't just send it to me, I had to ask for it. That's something different.
I got a better way to flip it. I got a better way to flip it. Guess what you do? You just still do shit for your kids all the time. But guess what you won't do? You won't sit here and tell them they ain't getting shit for their birthday because you took them to fucking Sky Zone last Friday. It's the same shit. If we being honest, it ain't no. What's the difference?
So because I said, hey, let me get some money for my nails, you feel like, oh, Valentine's Day, I don't have to get you nothing.
But
That's
again,
some bullshit.
but
I had to ask you for the money for my nails. You didn't offer.
But again, if I sit here and pay for this, gave you this, gave you that, showing up when you ask, when you need it, right?
That's
but I could say if I'm sitting here like, everybody don't have it. So yeah.
But what I'm saying is like that's cool. Like if that's cool, if you showing up and you're showing appreciation for your woman, then that's something different. But 99% of the men are not showing up and showing that appreciation for their woman on a regular basis. So if you are that 1%, then I understand. All right, but then Valentine's Day might not be a big deal. We can chill in the house. It's not a big deal for me because you show up for me all the time. But a lot of men are not doing that at all.
Yeah, and even if you're doing it, I still think realistically you got to do it to a point where it kind of still just makes sense for her, even in her group chat. And then the fucked up thing about it, and it's outside.
But I think that's the whole thing. That's who you trying to impress.
But nigga, that's holidays. That's holidays in general. When people do big birthday parties, when people go on vacations, niggas, I'm telling you, 90% of the shit people do today is not realistically for in their heart and soul for them. And that's how come so many men, when they not in relationships, niggas kind of just be off the grid because the nigga ain't got nothing to. Who am I? I don't have nothing to impress. I don't have to do shit. I ain't got to show nobody.
But then older. Like the older you get, I don't like.
But that's the
older you get, the people that's in your group chat, they are along the same lines. Oh, I was just chilling for Valentine's Day. Like it's no big deal. It might be a younger generation that want to show off. Oh, I got this. We did this. We did this. The older you get, like it don't matter.
No, it don't matter. But but it don't matter. But I still think realistically, I look at it, I'll tie it into with the kids shit. If you can't tell your kids and they ain't getting shit for Christmas, or if you can't tell your kids it's gonna be a quiet birthday for them, I don't think you should sit here and do that too.
But then that goes back to
shit. If I took your ass out of town, yeah, it is gonna be a quiet birthday for you.
That goes back to having a conversation, like you said before. When
hell
you had
yeah,
that
that's a quiet.
like,
hell yeah. If I just took you on a trip, nigga, that's gonna be yes. It ain't gonna be all. Hell no. It's gonna be a quiet birthday for you.
I mean, listen to what I'm saying. That's why I stay.
Because at the end of the day, how much I gotta show? I'm showing up.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. I feel it from all different viewpoints of the situation. And again, like I said, if you're a man and you don't want to live with no regrets, I would sit here and say, pace yourself and figure out if this is a woman you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. Because if it's not, you just gonna be like, what the fuck did I waste my time and my money? Because you're gonna regret that shit later. When you single and I'm telling you, you're gonna regret that shit. I don't get like, and it's not even about, even if you got the money back that you spent on that vacation, all them gifts, and you actually still got the money where you can look at it in your bank account, you still gonna feel some type of way because it's gonna be like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, what did I really? You just did all that for a girlfriend?
Oh, do you have a one that you regret at Valentine's?
What you mean? Hell yeah, nigga. The ones when I went out of town with a bitch. What you talking about?
Oh, you went out of town on Valentine?
I think I didn't win my last two Valentine's Day I done been out of town. I went out of town and spent gift. Oh, man, fuck that shit. Yeah, that's why I be happy.
God bless yourself.
Yeah, nigga, God bless Pornhub. I mean, a baddie hub or whatever the fuck one of these websites I be on. That's why I do not even. I don't have the itch or the urge. Hey, to all the niggas who think like me, now all I'm gonna say is say you realistically, if you're a man, you gotta give it another week. I would realistically, to me, the safer bet, so a bitch ain't looking for nothing. I just wait until March 1st. I wouldn't start shooting my shot until March 1st. You may be able to flirt. Maybe what's this? February 20th. You can start flirting. Yeah, February 20th. You can start flirting. So it's a video. I want to play this clip. It was a video floating around. This young lady who was sitting. It looked like she was like at a nail salon getting her nails done, and these two girls ran up and beat the wig off this girl. They literally knocked this.
Why was she like? I'm sure words were exchanged.
Oh no, that's why I'm gonna play. That's why I'm gonna play. It was literally a backstory, and they was talking to her before they popped off on her. Here go the backstory.
Calm down. I ain't finna whoop your ass. I promise you. But I'm gonna whoop your ass. You talked about my kids. You talked about my mom. You stole a $1,500 check from my mama, G. It's weird and broke. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you. You been working for me for how long? What you say? What's your TikTok say? How many years? Checkmate, bitch.
See, don't wrap it up, my baby. See, I just knew it was a catch to this shit. She just explained a whole list full of shit that'll get your ass killed. Fuck ass beat. Shit, she lucky that's all they did was beat her ass. Oh, she had that coming. She said she been running for like 5 months or some shit. Oh yeah, that's half a year, my baby. See, if you gonna be outside with all that shit talking and all that shit she did, stay your ass in the house, cause she got mopped easily. Ran up on her ass getting her nails did. I bet she won't steal no more. I bet she won't talk about nobody kids no more, etc., etc., etc. I bet.
Yeah, again, I say this all the time. You cannot. What the shit did you say online? And that's why the funny thing is most people who talk crazy online don't. Their page is private and they probably got some bogus picture as they jump because somebody gonna eventually you gonna bump into somebody. And the crazy thing is she was sitting here saying this girl was talking about her kids online like y'all don't know each other, like or even whatever she said she stole some money from her mom. So it's like for you to be able to do all of that, like what? How you can't be outside just bullshitting, or your hands gotta actually work. And her hands didn't work at all. Like she didn't even fight back.
Yeah, like they was in your face. You had time to
defend yourself. And listen what I'm saying. The video I just played, the girl sitting in the chair just smiling like, nah, shaking her head.
That wasn't gonna happen.
She was tripping. I don't know what type of fucking she must have thought shit was sweet because it ain't nowhere in hell. Like they beat the shit out of her, dog.
I mean, I don't condone violence, but if you're gonna talk shit, then you should expect some type of
No, I can listen to what I'm saying. Y'all know I condone violence, especially for people who be sitting on the internet just talking shit about people. If you got the audacity to talk about somebody's kids on the internet and didn't even steal some money from them or talk about their mom and shit on the internet, I believe shit people say on the internet, you deserve to get your ass beat in real life. I'm not mad at that. Like I hope more people do shit like that to people because I feel like too many people sit here and think they can say and do whatever they want to people via online and think it ain't no real life repercussions to that shit. No, they beat the I ain't never seen nobody get their fucking ass beat and their wig get knocked literally off her head. Like that shit came off her head like it was a goddamn baseball cap. Like, damn, they beat and she was sitting down and they beat her ass. Like she ain't even moved. She just literally she took that ass whooping like a champ though. I ain't mad at her. God damn, they beat the shit out of her though.
Ooh, you ain't mad at her. Like she didn't even try to defend herself.
Oh, they beat the fucking brakes off that girl. Oh my God, man. Oh, I think I seen somebody. Hold on, I'm gonna play this clip of Rosie Perez. I think somebody broke this down though.
Quite honest with you, and it's no disrespect to the former vice president. I never got a hold on what she was. I really didn't. I couldn't figure it out. I'm just being honest. I think that her heart was in the right place. I think she really cared for the American people. But I think that, and what I was feeling on the ground and what I was feeling myself is nobody was really sure as what she stood for and who she was as a person. Where I think that with the other two ladies, that was clearer. And I don't know why that was with Kamala. I really don't. Because she was exuding this joyfulness, this when we fight, we win kind of spirit, but yet something wasn't clicking. And I don't know what that was. There was something missing and I couldn't figure it out. And I usually can figure people out, and I was just like, this isn't good. This isn't good. So I hope whoever is going to be our next candidate is clear. Is clear.
It was somebody I seen that I was following. It might have been on a TikTok, and they was sitting here and they kind of gave her some. What was this showing that? Yeah, my bad.
I want to be quite honest with you, and I don't know why that was. I hope whoever is going to be our next candidate is clear. Is clear.
This is why I say Black Americans who vote, we don't have an issue. We know exactly what the fuck is going on. It's the Rosa Perez let her racism and her ignorance shine through in that video with Nicole Wallace. Rosa Perez's people
watched the man with the dead hand have a Klan rally where they talked about Rose's people and they still voted for his ass. Rosie said she just couldn't understand who Kamala was. You get what I'm saying to you? To me, that's racism. That's what that is. That's all it is. Puerto Ricans, y'all got to learn, y'all got to work on y'all racism because it's shining bright. Florida, Trump got a lot of Puerto Ricans. So Rose can get the fuck on with that bullshit. Rosie said she didn't know who Harris was. I mean, Rosie, your racism shining through, girl.
You know the sad thing is, and I guess realistically, that kind of just ties back into why you seen so many people originally when the ICE stuff started to kind of really break out. You seen so many black people kind of like, this ain't our fight, this ain't our protest. You kind of going to sit out because I mean, a lot of people still, when those political numbers came back, and then you even hear somebody like Rosie Perez sit here and come out and say, oh, basically telling people, I didn't vote for her. You voted for Trump because you didn't know who Kamala was. You wasn't feeling her. Something wasn't clicking for you to sit here and get out and want to go vote for her. And that is a lot of reasons why people was like, all right, well, cool. Y'all ain't get, you didn't get it. You ain't get it. You ain't understand why you should have voted for her. Then we going to understand why Trump is doing what he doing. And it's just like for you to sit here and say like, that shit kind of, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you see clips like this and you hear people talk, and then you kind of understand why some people sit here and have the conversations that they be having via social media. And sometimes you don't, and you feel like you be left out and be like, damn, why are people carrying it like that when it comes to certain things? And then you hear shit like this and you kind of like, all right, I get it now. This makes sense. This is why people kind of be like, fuck you. I'm not sitting here taking up for y'all or sitting here supporting y'all. But while we talking about ICE, I do want to play this clip of this dude talking about how the Lakers, or the Lakers owner putting up bread behind it.
This is a very, very troubling report. There is a vacant facility in Hutchins, Texas. Used to be an Amazon facility. There are reports that DHS swooped in and bought it for $80 million. Now, what is very concerning, if you are a sports fan, if you are a Lakers fan and a Kings fan, is this. The listed contact, according to Jacobin, is Majestic Realty. That is owned by billionaire Ed Roski Jr. Ed Roski is a big-time Trump donor, big-time donor to MAGA Republicans. He is also the part owner of the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Kings, meaning for all the people who said keep politics out of sports, politics have no place in sports. Are you going to say something about this? Because this is a direct line from the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Kings to ICE detention facilities. They are aiding and abetting these abominations of a secret police force, these monstrosities that are taking place. And they are going to help them. According to Midas, the demand of a 9,500 bed detention center would double the size of the Hutchins and pull resources from the city. For clarity, DHS have declined to tell us the status of the deal. We probably know why. And the Trump administration is looking for more detention centers, and they are going to find them. You know why? Jeff Hauser, executive director of the Revolving Door Project, a government watchdog group tracking conflicts of interest, would say, given that commercial real estate is sucking wind right now, just about the only way to make money is to leverage political connections to become involved in the heavily political spaces of AI data centers and deportation infrastructure. That is,
you know, something funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was this video where it was this woman. She, of course, when we talking, what's the show? Tonight's Conversation, when they do them live jumps. I ain't gonna lie to you. It be something when you hear some of these women take. I'd be like, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but I'd be like, I wish ICE come and pick up some of these bitches we talking on some of these shows. They be just saying some of the craziest shit. Like, no, oh my god.
And who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worse than with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids. He step in. How he do that with no ambition? No, he got money. I want more.
You know what?
And this is why I'm gonna finish. Like, these are the people I wouldn't be mad if ICE came and picked her up. Like if ICE came and picked her up and deported her some fucking way from fucking America and off of social media, dog, I wouldn't be mad because it's like, what the fuck do you mean? I pay all the bills and you sitting here telling me, did you want me to be more ambitious? Like, come on, dog.
Jason.
Complain. Okay.
Yeah.
In the year when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, when people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you and he is taking care of your kids, and you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
Unfortunately, for a lot of men, there are so many women telling them you have to be more ambitious. And it's because they want the ambition to look like what they want it to look like. But his ambition is waking up every day and going to work, waking up every day and showing up for my children, showing up for my home. Like, that's just as ambitious. You know how ambitious you have to be when you are going through depression. Your girl is telling you you need to do more, and then you don't feel like you're good enough, but she don't know the mental and emotional and spiritual battles that you have and how you still trying to show up for your home. That's ambition, baby. Take a moment, read, I think it's 1 Timothy 5:8. Because what it talks about is a man who neglects his home is the same as a man who denies his faith. This man is taking care of his home. There is faith and grace in that. He is being provisional. He's still leading. So we have to acknowledge that, because if not, you're going to lose that. Like, that's a gem, baby.
I make my own money. I make more than him.
Ooh.
Right?
And you said he pays all the bills?
Yeah.
And you make more money?
Yeah.
You mentioned that you make more money than him, and I want you to know that was not done by mistake. That was a systemic thing that was put into place so that the Black woman can be elevated to start looking at they men like they're not doing enough.
No.
It is very intentional, the fact that you make more money, and even though your man is showing up for you, you start looking at him for like, why can't you do more?
The fact that this man is covering the bills, even though he knows you make more, let me tell you what he's doing. This man is willing to maybe put things on pause so that you can elevate. Think about it. What you make becomes almost just yours. What you choose to do, you have the freedom to pivot and pivot and pivot. Try this, go to school, because this man is saying, I'm going to sacrifice and take care of the foundational things so that you can have a choice whether or not you want to work or not. And so when you...
Again, like I said, ICE, when you want to come pick up some motherfuckers,
Day ain't enough.
When ICE want to come and pick up some motherfuckers, come and pick up that. God damn, dog. Man.
So now he's still supposed to show up Valentine's Day too?
I said that not all men show up like that.
Yeah, no, let's be able. All niggas don't show up like that.
But I'm just saying, that's a different story. But all men don't show. So no, like for that, like okay, he's doing. So it's not a big deal for Valentine's Day for me.
But again, going back to what Erica said though, again, when you talking about the group chat and shit like that, this girl is young. I mean, you can see she look young as shit. Even just, I mean, like nigga, her face crystal clear, like a young ass motherfucker who ain't even drunk enough liquor or smoked enough hookah yet. So she's still super young and still green, and think that it's gonna be a millionaire knocking on her door next week or something like that. So I mean, again, like I do think a lot of
are they all young to be at them?
Nah, it'd be a lot of older women. I mean, with
the last clip, I think it was.
I mean, that girl was 24, but it'd be
That's why I was just wondering, is that?
Nah, it do be older people at a lot of them Jones as well. But it be. I'm not saying it don't be young people there. It do be young people there, but it also be a lot of older women there as well. Former DC teacher. I guess we can go into this.
We have an important update to us.
Oh no, matter of fact, just because they was talking about the job market, I do want to play this lady real quick, and she was going super viral on the. I think that was Candace talking about this week. Hold on.
Have you been paying attention to the high rate of unemployment for Black workers?
It is traditionally higher than for all workers.
Well, listen, it's through the roof right now. There's hundreds of thousands of Black workers that have been pushed out of the workforce, and the unemployment rates for Black workers and all workers are among the highest they've been since the COVID-19 pandemic. Black workers contribute over $1 trillion to the U.S. economy, but the push out of these workers from the workforce has led to a loss of $37 billion in the GDP, with Black women being among just so y'all know, the most educated and most active in seeking work, their push out is a glaring warning sign for where our economy is headed, because Black workers, Black women in particular, have always been the canaries in the coal mine. So this is a problem for everyone. Black women are bearing the brunt, but everyone will feel this hurt. I have led letters to Fed Chair Powell calling for action to be taken. He is also a member of FSOC. So I want to ask you, Mr. Secretary, will you commit to analyzing Black unemployment rates specifically and its impacts on financial stability? Yes or no?
I will analyze Black unemployment rates.
Wonderful. And when will you get us a report and a plan of action? I was thinking March 6th.
I can't commit to a date.
Okay. All right. Well, I think March 6th makes sense. That'd give you over a month, which is more than enough time to convene that working group and to report out your findings. I know you already have the infrastructure to do that. So at the end of the day, Black families, Black futures, and the lives and livelihoods of all who call this country home are depending on you to act. And with that, happy Black History Month. Have you been paying attention to the high rate?
Again, and shout outs to what's her name? Her name is Miss Presley. Shout outs to her, and I do love the fact that now, I guess even because of course that conversation is always, I'm not really into politics. I don't care about politics. I love that they are sitting here making it more visual so people can kind of actually see what's going on in some of these what do they call these? I forgot when when Congress and the Senate and all of these people when they meet up and they have these different, I don't even know what you call them, but I like the fact that they sit here and keep putting these Jones on social media, because it kind of, it helps you become familiar what's going on, and then it at least allows you to know what type of conversations are going on. So when these people do go on CNN or when they do go on Fox News, you can kind of hold them to accountable, and it kind of keeps the conversation constantly going. Because again, like I said, even when we was talking about the lady who mom got kidnapped, you see here saying like the most people, like when that lady was interviewing the dude that they sit here and try to accuse for it, at first it was like, you don't watch Good Morning America, and most people realistically, people will be at work already at that time. And that's why even so many of them shows, like them those daytime talk shows, have been getting canceled, because of course people who are on social media and the people who will have those conversations and get shows popular and get people watching and talking about them shows, these people already be at work. And that's why realistically podcasts are so popular, because that's something where it's like, realistically, it's just a form of like daytime television, or like for those talk shows like a Wendy Williams or something, but it's something that people can listen to and pay attention while they at work or while they at the gym, and you don't have to sit here and be like, oh, I got to be in the house at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, what working class person will be in the house at 10 a.m. to be able to watch some of these shows? So again, like even when we talk about with the news, I love the fact that, again, that's why when we talk about the conversation about ESPN and we talked about Jamil Hill and them, it's like you either going to keep sticking and doing shit the old way and talking about old shit, or you're going to get with the new times and meet people on social media talking about what they talking about and kind of interacting and building from there. So again, like I said, shout out to the politicians who are kind of a little bit ahead of those conversations and getting people right with that situation.
Prince George's County Councilmember Juanica Fisher has just introduced the Dakara Rose Law in honor of 19-year-old Dakara Thompson.
Oh yeah, real quick, I'm gonna pause that. But so when I play this clip, and again, I just love this young lady who she just be doing a lot of great work and just kind of really getting people, again, when we saying for people like me,
allegations, boy.
I don't give a fuck about being no allegations. And then nigga, this girl look good as shit. But I know, but even just the fact of it, I just like the fact that she kind of just always be on shit that I don't sit here in the house and watch the news. When I watch the news, I watch it on my phone. Like again, when I'm talking about Joy Reid and I'm talking about Don Lemon, this on my phone. If I can watch it on my phone, that's the only way I'm going to sit here, because I'm not sitting in the house watching TV. When I'm in the house, even in the house, I'm playing the game, editing videos, so I need to watch shit on my phone. If it don't come to my phone, I'm not going to see it. So the fact that she kind of bringing the news literally on your phone, that's why I sit here and say with the Washington Post people, I kind of like, I feel sorry people lose their job, but I don't feel sorry for people who's not getting with the times. Again, like I said here and said earlier in this conversation, if you are still making news or still making content worrying about people my mom and my dad age, you are fucking behind the 8 ball, dog. And that's just my point. So again, like I said, with the news, I want motherfuckers who gonna meet me on my phone. Meet me on my phone. That's where I'm at. And that's where 90% of people are. They are on their phone. Most people, and even when I was hearing people sit here and talking about like with podcasting and talking about it, like it always going on Netflix and shit like that, like dog, people watch shit on their phone. I come in here and talk about series and shit, and niggas watch it on their phone. That's what most people got their TV apps on their phone. Even what you just said when you just got mad about the All-Star shit. I don't, nigga, anything, whatever, if I can watch it on my phone, I'm gonna watch it. Even when I was I was working on Saturday
but like even like we said with the podcast, like with the Netflix shit, and I don't like that shit. Because like I said, because especially how Netflix doing this, you got to be in the area, or you got to be in the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Like that. If you wasn't doing that shit, that's why I said I wouldn't have left YouTube to go to somebody where they control. Like, only one device can watch this.
What you? I'm confused.
On Netflix, like when you do the Netflix, like if we turn the Netflix on right now, it might be like, all right, put your password in. Okay, are you in the household? Are you in the house that's under this account or whatever the case may be?
Oh yeah, you just share your shit with too many people. Then.
No, if you outside, if you're not in the house, it still won't. What's name? It would do the same thing.
Oh, not mine. Well, I'm the only person on my shit, so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it would do the same thing. It would make you have to re-enter you know what I'm saying, like do all that, and it'd be like, oh, you can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't access. Like when they start, that's why I said that part I don't like, because Netflix cracked down on it, and now they got this thing in there. No, hell no. Like I'd rather just listen to it on the.
I mean, but I'm sure. I mean, I guess it just depends on the people. I mean, I feel like for people, if that's your case, I mean, those for some people who probably just will want to listen anyway to just the audio. So I mean, if you just an audio person anyway, and you out at work, then it fucking don't matter if it's on Netflix or it's not. It's still on the audio. Listen, that's how you been listening then.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But I would have stayed, like I said, because I've seen a couple of people complain, even like I said with the whole Royal Mall, that they was like, oh, it's not international. So like that's what I'm saying. You got to think about that too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't give a fuck. Just me personally, I wouldn't like the international people. Then cool, you just keep listening to the audio. Then, like I'm just not, and maybe I'm just different. I don't. And again, maybe I just consume content differently. I don't, even when it's stuff that's only on YouTube. I'm never, and maybe that's because I'm just multitasking. And I think that was realistically the purpose of podcasts. I don't think podcasts is meant to watch anyway. I think they just meant to listen to. So maybe so that's why for me personally, I don't sit here. I don't care if it's on like. Even for me, just because I'm somebody who just likes supporting black people, nigga, I'll listen to the regular Breakfast Club while I'm out working on my regular podcast app, and then when I go in the house and I'm about to go to sleep, and I don't want to, because one thing I don't do, I don't listen to shit that I want to like if I'm watching a show, I'm not letting shows that I actually watching. Like I'm not going to sit here and try to watch like a series that I'm binge watching and try to watch it and go to sleep. Hell no, I cut something completely else on that I don't give a fuck about. Like the Breakfast Club. All right, I listened to the episode already. I just press play on it on Netflix and just let this shit just play. I don't think like people. The same? What you mean? It's the same as Zach Jones. And to be honest, I like all of them. I like Rory and Maul shit. I like the Breakfast Club better on Netflix because none of them don't do the extra Apple Music fucking ads. Yeah.
Okay.
They just whatever, like, you know, and of course, like with Rory and Maul, whenever that little jumps that they read off, like on the regular episode, like they doing the jump for the gambling apps, that shit still come on there. But all them regular, like, you know, when they stop and play whatever them random ass iHeart ads, yeah, they don't do that shit on Netflix. So I do appreciate them jumps. But again, like I said, let me finish playing this.
Now, this legislation will bar Prince George's County Police or any municipality police department in the county from requiring mandatory waiting periods prior to taking a missing persons report.
Our amazing law enforcement has not had a wait time for filing missing persons, but it's clear throughout our community and advocacy work that not everybody in our community understands or feels that when they're dealing with someone who is missing. The law also requires our Department of Health to start a campaign specifically on missing Black women and girls here in our county.
On behalf of our family and in honor of our precious Rose, we would like to thank you kindly for your time, and consideration. I would like to express special gratitude to Councilwoman Juanita Fisher.
Prince George's County Council Member One.
Have you been?
Oh, time out real quick. So the world team ain't win no games. Damn.
Because the West End went in overtime. They lost the first one. This shit was good.
What else was going on that I wanted to play? Oh yeah,
because all their games was close.
I guess here we go.
I believe Cole's true target is an ex-NFL player turned rapper from Fayetteville named Tank Tyler. Tank was drafted to the NFL in 2007, and unlike 910 Space, he is the exact same age as J. Cole. They were both born in 1985. Tank played in the NFL for around 4 years, before jumping into hip hop. Due to being from the same city, eventually the two connected, and Tank had high hopes that J. Cole would help promote his music career. When that didn't happen, it seems as though he attempted to extort Cole and basically told him if he wouldn't do any records with him, then Cole couldn't come back to Fayetteville. It all seemed to start at a nightclub called Speak Easy in the Ville. I can't be 100% sure about the date, but I do know Cole was there on March 1st, 2012. Cole was in VIP that night, and so was Tank Tyler. Apparently, Tank had been texting Cole to try to get him to work on some music, and Cole never hit him back. For that reason, Tank was already feeling away, so when the two met in the club, things started to go left, and it was actually 910 Space who allegedly put things at ease. However, even after that exchange, while Cole was back in New York, Tank allegedly hit him up and said, "A collab would benefit us both. I can offer you protection in Fayetteville and in the streets," to which Cole told him to eat a dick. And Cole did this on a Funk Flex freestyle.
And you know, the crazy thing is where it's like, I thought about this and I don't know how true this is, but it kind of seemed funny.
It could be true.
No, it could be true, but I'm just, because I was looking at how buff the dude was. And did you ever really think, I mean, there's something probably people never really thought about, but think about how many rappers never really be like, what's a popular rap? I mean, I guess 50 Cent was in shape when he was.
No.
How about, yeah, for people who don't know what I'm about to say, how many rappers was actually like super buff? Like, what's a buff ass rapper?
No, from short. Having a motherfuckers little as shit.
It made me think about that because when I just seen them, I'm like,
think about who but to be honest, how many are actually tall?
Probably just Snoop. I want to say just
Snoop,
and
2 Chainz.
and 2 Chainz.
Everybody else fucking short. Maybe Drake. I don't. And J. Cole.
Maybe in Drake and J. Cole.
But everybody else is fucking short.
And you just talking about hype, but I'm just saying like officer, like some straight buff, like look like a security guard.
They just short little motherfucker.
Yeah, that one kind of. It was just, and that's just like a random ass thought that I just had, and I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Like how many like rappers don't even.
I mean, that sound realistic.
Yeah, for sure. But if I'm J. Cole, I'm telling you to eat a dick too. I'm not sitting here. While we talking about football players and rappers, one thing I will say, and that's why I kind of always sit here and try to tell y'all. When I hear this story about allegedly Lil Baby getting into it with a football player and a football player getting shot outside the club, I just keep telling y'all better stop listening to academics. And because I'm old enough to know that this is how rappers been treating athletes my whole entire life. Like this is some new shit where like the rappers and the athletes got cool. Because at one point in time, like when I was younger, like even when Carmelo and them first got into the league, like rappers used to rob athletes. Like there was never like them two niggas like there never was like this is some like new Instagram shit. Like there never was like the rappers hanging with the athletes. Like it used to be like almost like an alien type of shit. And that's how that's when certain like basketball players became cooler than everybody else because they hung with rappers like your Allen Iversons, like your Carmelo Anthony's. There wasn't just every athlete couldn't hang with rappers, couldn't parlay with rappers. Like, and I think a lot of y'all like even and of course I gotta think about it sometimes even when we talk about athletes. Some of these niggas so young, you kind of believe like shit probably even again where like niggas like academics be telling you that, oh, Lil Baby and now some of these niggas is soft. Y'all niggas gonna learn the hard way. Y'all better stop listening to internet niggas tell you how to deal or how to talk to street niggas. Or you gonna learn the hard way and these niggas gonna clap your little ass.
We have new details in a shooting that hurt 49ers defensive end Keon White. It happened early yesterday morning at a nightclub in San Francisco's Mission District. Our partners at SF Standard report White was hosting a Super Bowl party at Delia Lounge on Mission Street. At some point, White got into an argument involving rapper Lil Baby. That's when White was shot in the ankle. Nearby residents say they were woken up by police activity.
Window is like right by my bed, and so I saw lights. Like I think that's why I woke up at first. I think I kind of knew that it wasn't like the most safe place, but honestly, I mean, like it kind of seems par for the course. Like I'm not like entirely like, how could this happen here?
No arrests have been made. Our sister network ESPN reports White had surgery yesterday, and it was a success.
And again, like I said, I mean, I understand the male ego, and I could just imagine this is a nigga's a linebacker, so I'm sure this nigga big as hell. He probably was popping cash shit, throwing a little.
Cool. I don't think it was a linebacker.
Yeah, number 56. That's a linebacker. He popping cash shit, thinking shit was gonna be sweet. You gonna say whatever you want to the Lil Baby or the niggas he was with, and niggas like, all right, I got something for you. Don't worry about it. Pow. and hit his little ass, and he gonna learn the hard way. And again, like I said, I do think just sometimes, I mean, the male ego gonna be the people gonna have the biggest ego in just in life in general is street niggas, rappers, and fucking athletes. So I kind of like that shit bumping heads. That was kind of almost gonna be a given where you can't sit here and think realistically you just gonna be able to say whatever the niggas and think shit sweet. And I appreciate Lil Baby just moving around just like old school rappers do, because realistically, two things back in the day for some people who may be too young. Rappers used to press out athletes, and fucking street niggas used to press out rappers and athletes. Again, the way some athletes and rappers get to even for John Wall, like that's some new shit. Like that's some new like some new Instagram shit. Like the way John Wall was able to go to Rose Bar and shit like that. That's some new shit. Because back in the day, athletes wasn't able to.
Because some of them, they still have people.
Nigga, the only think about how
John Wall didn't go by his road by himself.
No, of course. I mean, his brother was tapped in and was affiliated with neighborhoods and shit. So he wasn't just in there bullshitting. But I'm just still saying, at one point in time, niggas wouldn't even be that comfortable. Like niggas would when Gilbert Arenas and them was playing. Think about it. Them niggas was hitting strippers and all that, but them niggas wasn't comfortable enough to be sitting in nobody's fucking strip club. Them niggas was catching them bitches however they caught them and was going about their business. Them Gilbert Arenas and what's my other man name that always used to be tricking all the bread? What's his name? The center nigga?
Who's Andre Bloch.
Yeah, think about it. And that nigga, listen to what I'm saying. For people who may not know nothing about that nigga, if trust and believe, strippers who was dancing in that day and age when Gilbert Arenas and that nigga was playing for the Wizards, man, bitches got paid off them two niggas. But guess what? You ain't never seen them two niggas out in nobody club. Andre Bloch maybe a little bit, but not too much. So that's my whole point. This is just a new day and age where we live in, where people kind of just get a little too loose with some of the rules that used to be rules that was in play, ain't in play no more.
Because it ain't the same no more. That's what. But then I think that's probably what it is now, because you got to think about it. The sections became a thing now.
Yeah,
I can get a section.
Yeah, you can get a section. So where back in the day, you actually had to be in the club, actually in Gen. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That wasn't.
No, you're absolutely right. I guess real quick we could talk about LaRussell, because LaRussell was getting dragged to hell via social media for playing with Weezy F Baby. And let's be clear, I'm not gonna sit here and drag LaRussell, because I've said this on this podcast a million times. I think Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper to absolutely rap about nothing. But I think just the way LaRussell kind of worded it, niggas just ain't about to just. I'm about to play it. You can hear.
I had a moment in my journey where I had grew a disdain for Wayne, just because I started listening to everything. Like I started maturing as a human, and I'm like, damn, this nigga wasn't talking about nothing for a long time. And
I think that's what his argument was.
You know, like as someone who like grew up in these communities, right, and grew up with homies who I seen want to be bloods because they following Wayne and want to be gangster and want to shoot all the gun bar and shit. Right. Like I've seen the negative that he contributed to the community, and I had to look like, man, what are the songs where he really talked about something and gave? And out of 1,000-song catalog, you know, it's minute on this end.
It's like Georgia Bush.
And that do bother you. Man, Tie My Hands.
That's what I was going to say. Tie My Hands is the only one I can think of.
And that's the thing. It's like, if I hug you once, but I slap the shit out you 1,000 times, you know, your affinity for me,
like realistic.
You know, you're probably gonna remember me for this. And a lot of people don't, you know, as I mature, a lot of my old favorite artists, I'm now like, damn. Yeah. Like, I love you because I learned how to rap to you, but when you look at the contribution, it's like, man, it's going
Russell.
You know, it's going
Russell, I saw what you said about Wayne. And you was a compromised Rock Nation sellout lame bitch for real. How you gonna call yourself a Wayne fan, then turn around and say Wayne don't be saying nothing and saying he only got one conscious song? Nigga got plenty conscious songs. You just ain't listening. You just everything such a punchline and such a double entendre flew right over your fucking head. You was a little boy, man. And playing with the GOAT like that and disrespecting the GOAT like that is almost like somebody put you up to it. It's crazy how you dissing Wayne right after you sign this. You know? Why you Russell.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm talking about they smoking LaRussell now. There's a joint where they sitting here saying LaRussell, only time his music get played in the club is when DJs trying to break up fights and get niggas to leave out the club. Again, like I said, I think realistically, maybe just because of the way he said it, and let's be clear, Wayne fans kind of just be getting tired of niggas just disrespecting Wayne. So anytime niggas feel like somebody disrespecting Wayne, niggas is gonna sit here and say something because too many niggas on podcasts play around with Wayne name. Because let's be clear, I mean, especially here, I only can speak from where I'm born and raised at. Wayne, Dipset, and Wayne is at a whole different type of level from fucking even Dipset. Niggas just value them niggas completely different. And again, I said this before, and I'll keep saying this. It's just when we talk about music.
But again, what did he say wrong?
He didn't say nothing wrong, but I'd sit here and think, like, nigga, why are you looking for Lil Wayne to be some fucking conscious rapper? I mean, listen, I said this a million times. I said this a million times with Lil Wayne.
With Lil Wayne tweeted on the Grammy, I'm like, yeah, you put out an album, but who the fuck listens to that shit? That shit was wood.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think nobody think that Lil Wayne should be nominated for a Grammy, but he ain't talking about Lil Wayne today. He talking about Lil Wayne just previously, and I don't think realistically niggas was looking for Lil Wayne to be rapping about conscious shit. I don't think niggas at that time when Lil Wayne was in his prime, who was out here looking for conscious rappers? Niggas ain't out here bumping fucking Common and fucking Most Def and all of these niggas. That's some new shit that niggas be talking about now because niggas be on podcasts trying to sound like they got better music taste than the other niggas. But when all of those niggas was actually active putting out music on the regular, niggas was not checking about none of them lyricist lounge ass niggas. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? So I get what he's saying. I ain't sitting here saying he's saying nothing wrong. You're right. Lil Wayne is not a conscious rapper. Lil Wayne be rapping about nothing. He just be punchlining niggas out the fucking moon. But guess what? I've never cut on a fucking Lil Wayne song and was like, damn, I hope Lil Wayne talk about what's going on right now in the political climate. Like, the fuck I wasn't. I've never, like, niggas is not going to cut on a Lil Wayne song and looking for Lil Wayne to be fucking, I'm not looking for him to be Most Def. That is why Most Def is Most Def. Like, that's why some of those niggas are who they are, because like niggas ain't sitting here saying, well, Kanye West the greatest rapper of all time because he made Jesus walk. Like, niggas ain't sitting here saying, why nobody else ain't never made another Jesus walk? No, but that's why Kanye is Kanye. What the fuck are we talking about? So, I mean, but again, like I said, I'm not mad at Wayne fans because niggas be online trying to play on Wayne name too much. So niggas felt like, all right, you disrespecting Wayne, we're going to meet you with the same level of disrespect. And I think in a regular conversation, you could have that same regular conversation in a normal space, but you kind of just trying to make it seem like you was trying to get your shit off on Wayne. Wayne fans be tired of that shit. I ain't mad. I'm a Wayne fan, so I'm not mad at niggas for saying it. But again, I understand what he's saying because I said this a million times. Wayne, dude, he be rapping like shit, but he don't be... rapping about nothing. But I mean, it's Lil Wayne. I ain't looking for him to rap about nothing either. I ain't looking for Lil Wayne to make no love songs neither. Let me give you another little Black history fact real quick.
Tulsa wasn't the only Black Wall Street. Durham built its own empire. Follow if you've never heard of Durham's Black Wall Street. By the early 1900s, Durham's Parish Street shined as a powerhouse of Black entrepreneurship. Here, North Carolina Mutual Life Insurance grew to be the largest Black-owned business in the United States, flanked by thriving banks, law firms, factories, and tailors run by leaders like John Merrick, Charles Spalding, and Aaron Moore. Even through Jim Crow, Durham's Black residents enjoyed some of the nation's highest rates of home ownership and per capita income, carving out spaces of dignity and ambition. This Black Wall Street became a beacon, earning praise from icons like Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois. The city's Haiti District and Parish Street offered safety, culture, and community, even while segregation raged outside. Economic success grew for decades, but urban renewal and discriminatory policy displaced Black businesses, echoing a pattern seen in other U.S. cities. Durham's story proves Black ingenuity thrived against the odds, even as the fight for equity continues. Its legacy teaches that wealth and excellence flourished long before the spotlight. Why do we only hear about Tulsa when Durham thrived too? Drop your thoughts, share if this history surprised you, and let's bring every Black Wall Street into the light.
Again, like I said, that was a little Black fact. I guess this is why we can real quick dancing around a little bit with hip hop. Let me do it when I sit here. Matter of fact, before we get to hip hop, I seen this video of this lady. And she was in New York. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I skipped the video originally because I thought she was smoking on camera. I'm really not like a fan of like watching women smoke on camera. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, so it was a woman. It's a woman in New York City, and she was sitting here saying she's paid $3,000 a month for rent, and her heat went off. So I'm gonna play her talking, and I'm talking about like literally in the video.
New York.
Nigga, the smoke so bad. I literally, when I first seen this video, I thought she was just in the video, like making a smoking video. And I literally skipped it the first time I seen the video until I actually sit here and seen it come a couple of times on my timeline. I seen people talking about it. I'm like, oh shit, this what was happening to her?
It's really full of fucking slumlords, y'all. This room belongs to my youngest two daughters. And at this point, it's so cold in here that I could see the smoke coming out of my mouth while I'm talking. And the landlord is still getting rent. Well,
I ain't gonna lie, that's probably one of the only things about why I probably would never want to live in New York and don't know how people do it. Like that landlord situation, like I'm cool on that shit. I gotta see, like I just
that ain't just New York.
But it's more of a New York thing than it is anywhere else. Shit. Nigga, shit. I mean, and think about it. In this area, most of these joints is corporate. These apartment buildings and stuff is ran by fucking corporations. It's not how many people with
right.
landlords?
That's even worse though, because the corporation, like I said, it's gonna take you a minute to even get in.
Nah, nigga. If you sit here and say if your heat go out today and you sit here and call your fucking your maintenance people and the way her shit is, nigga, it literally you can see smoke coming out of her mouth. It's not no goddamn fucking. You ain't renting from nowhere in PG County for sure. Where you sit here telling me that your heat off and you can sit here and smoke come out your mouth, Marcus?
Yes, niggas should be off, nigga. Yes, niggas should be fucking.
So how long you think you gonna have to stay in your apartment like that and still pay regular rent?
You could put it on front, but niggas, this shit going to niggas do it. It's been people complaining about that shit.
Yeah, I ain't never seen it.
No, read them the fucking reviews on them on the apartment complex. It'd be people complaining about that shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sitting here saying this shit don't be happening, and not even sitting here saying this shit don't happen. And sometimes the maintenance people may be slow on certain things, but I don't see.
Like that was a big thing. Like even in DC, like how they don't picking up the trash and all that. Like how they have like that shit, dog. Yes. And you talking about you paying over $2,000 and you fucking got all this trash piled up and all that shit. Hell yeah, people be complaining about that shit. It ain't just no New York.
I guess it's time to crank up the space heaters and plug in the hot water, because listen, at the end of the day, as a mom, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's fucking cold. At the end of the day, the purpose of this video is to bring awareness as to what goes on living in New York City. They give us these subsidies that are supposed to help us, quote unquote, pay the rent. And the landlords take the money a lot of the times, and they don't provide the things that they're supposed to provide, like heat, hot water, a refrigerator, even a stove. And nothing ever really happens. Even after reporting to 311, even after reporting to HPD, nothing happens. So I need the community, because I know I'm not alone, to band together, tag the mayor, tag the news company, tag whoever, because there's no reason why when I wake up in the morning after you get your $3,000 in rent, I don't have heat. This has been going on now for about 2 weeks, and honestly, I'm over it. Even with plugging in space heaters, I can't get it warm enough in here. Even with boiling the water on a stove, I can't get it warm enough in here. And at the end of the day, I should not have to use the stove or the oven and risk carbon monoxide poisoning and all of.
Yeah, she just gotta get a better space heater, because I ain't gonna lie, them fucking space heaters is a dangerous motherfucker. Them shits get hot fast. I do not fuck with them Jones at all. I'm sorry.
Nigga, as cold as it is, I don't know. It's shit. I believe it. Yeah, I don't think you can get a better space. You talking about it's outside? In New York, it's colder than it is here.
trying to heat up a whole
house.
No, you can't eat a whole up. You can't do a whole apartment. You're gonna have to realistically do a room. Because let's be clear,
like this room right here. Like if we just in this room right here, then cool. Yeah, the space heater part.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, that's what I mean.
But you got to. That's what I'm saying. You can't all of it just going to sit. Like you still want to.
No, and let's be clear. The dangerous thing about space heaters, especially if them shits is some strong ones, you can't really. The fucked up part about it is you're absolutely right. If you got multiple rooms that you got to get warmed up, that shit will get dangerous. And 9 times out of 10, your electricity will eventually knock out. It's gonna go out because it's not even if you live in a fucking house, you can, if you got too much shit going on, especially if it's an older model house, you ain't gonna have enough. It ain't gonna be enough power because them shits be. That's why they sit here and say 14,000 watts or however many watts it is, and then it eventually, if you got 2 or 3, you can't. I don't even think you can have 3 space heaters running unless you got a big ass house. But you talking about an apartment, shit, man, you gonna fucking knock the electricity out. You gonna be in that motherfucker dark and cold. So I mean, again, you right on that one. I guess that one where you kind of just shit. Everybody gonna have to thug it out in one fucking room there. Because even it could
$3,000.
I shouldn't have to.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, $3,000 is ridiculous. But at the same time, I don't want to run up my electric. Because think about it, if you trying to pump out 3 space heaters, you know how high your electricity bill gonna be? Nigga, that shit gonna be high as a bitch.
But that's like I said. Even like now, when you say about the landlord shit, about when she was saying you talking about some no stove, no refrigerator type shit. Like I gotta buy that. Oh fucking, I would have moved.
Yeah, but it sounds like she on a It sounds like she maybe they don't call it a voucher in New York, but it's probably some junk where they getting
That's insane though. If you telling me you still paying $3,000,
yeah, now that's the part that's crazy. If I'm on a voucher, if I'm getting put in somewhere and you telling me to rent, ain't no way fucking crazy. Yeah, that's crazy as shit. Ain't no way. Put me somewhere fucking cheaper.
And it's not a fucking luxury apartment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell no. You talking about? And even in New York, them apartments don't be big.
Nah, they be some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why, again, I don't understand how people even fucking live in New York City. I don't even understand how people, when they first, soon as they get some money, they still be staying there. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, the way they could be complaining, like, I was listening to fucking Ebro and Rosenberg moved into a joint. He was complaining about the mildew or the molding in his shit. I'm like, bro, you make too much money to sit here and be dealing with that type of shit. And I get it. Some people, because I mean, of course, if for them, if their stations, because he work at ESPN as well. So I mean, of course, the commute. So some people don't want to make that Jersey travel to, and then you got to go to two different, and then there don't be no parking and all that. So I kind of get it, in the traffic. But fuck all that. If I'm gonna get a bang for my dollar, I'm taking my ass to Jersey. I just have to deal with the traffic.
Formative if you're worth hundreds of.
I'm gonna play this clip of DJ Academics talking about J. Cole's selling out of the trunk, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, shout outs to Wayne though, because I watched the video of Wayne though recently, kind of like getting on Academics' ass. I don't know what type of information that Academics got over Joe Budden, but goddamn the boy, the way he be motherfucking playing nice with this nigga when he should have been hit this nigga with a KO punch and knocked him the fuck out of the fucking media business. He must know a dirty, nasty secret about Joe Budden, because it'd be just certain shit that it'd be like, bro, your platform too big for you to keep allowing this nigga to just even breathe the same air as you. I would have been in this nigga. Yeah, if I was me, but again, like I said, I don't know. Maybe he knows some dirt on Joe Budden that I don't personally know, but I just feel. Cool? Yeah, but it be just like some shit. We like nigga, me and you being cool ain't financially beneficial for me. We ain't cool for real. Like nigga, like I would have been packed him up. But I think sometimes when you could just pay attention when you see how certain niggas talk about each other, you kind of know that all right, this nigga just may got some dirt on me, so I don't even want to fucking pay him no attention.
But to me, is it like are we in two different roles? Are we in the same?
Are we in the same lane? Kinda. I feel like maybe, I mean, Academics probably talk about way more younger people shit than anybody else, especially for his age, for how old he actually is. He talk about way too much young shit. So maybe sometimes people feel like, yeah, we not in the same lane.
Wouldn't you think him and Vlad are more in the same?
Same boat? No. Because I feel like people even older probably listen to Vlad than they actually listen to Academics. I feel like Academics kind of continuously chasing a younger audience. Like he's chasing that NBA YoungBoy, Playboy Cardi audience.
You're being performative if you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars and you could just get a tour bus to go around and go meet people, and you're trying to drive around a Civic. And people are like, no, he's not. He's just real. Bro, this guy worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. He's driving around in a car that is seemingly unreliable. I don't even know if he got airbags. Like, come on, bro. Are you trying to remind people of what it was like before it got complicated? And I get that, but it is performative to a certain extent. Like, we just seen in the trailer for the album, we seen a Urus, right? Like, what happened to the Urus? Why don't you drive around in the Urus, right? Like, yeah. Urus. Why you don't drive the Urus around? Obviously.
Again, sometimes this real quick. This is sometimes what I just think academics is just too fucking stupid and been in the house for too long. Like, nigga, wow. No, I don't think maybe people not familiar. I'm sure a lot of people not familiar with Baltimore. But let me tell you something that J. Cole could have not have done. Where J. Cole popped out and was taking pictures with niggas in Baltimore, I'm telling you what car he could have not have jumped out of. He couldn't have jumped out no fucking Lamborghini Urus. I'm telling you right for a fucking fact right now, J. Cole would have been on the news. A nigga would have clapped his ass and robbed his ass for that goddamn car. He jumping out and telling niggas they can sign autographs and take pictures with him and listen to the CD in a fucking Lamborghini. Like,
nigga, first of all, who the fuck is putting mileage on the Urus? Nigga, you don't put mileage on that.
I mean, that too. That
like,
too.
what?
That's
fucking stupid as hell. If you're traveling, you're driving from state to state, you're not putting those type of mileage on no.
But listen to what I'm saying though. That what you're saying is absolutely right. But even for worst case scenario, I could just leave this car if something happened. Like, if something get too crazy, if I'm in one of these cities and a nigga get crazy, I can leave this car. I cannot leave my Lamborghini.
But again, cool if it's it's realistic. Like I said, look how many motherfuckers are out there.
Again, but that's why again, like sometimes that's why
like,
again
that's
sometimes
stupid. Like that's just hate for real.
I'm with you. You ain't gonna get no disagreement from me. I'm with you on that.
Cause your man, what, he gonna pull up an ice cream truck?
And niggas wouldn't even be mad if he did. Like, that shit to me would be tight and it's different.
That is going back. But that's my thing. If I'm sitting here, the album or whatever this case may be, if this is supposed to be the fall up, I'm going back to where I started. And I'm like, dog, look how many people was sitting here. Damn, I remember there was one lady I was talking about. Damn, I remember I took this picture of him and blase blah. Like, dog, that's what make true fans.
I'm with you. You won't get no argument from me on that one. I'm with you. But again,
like that's just pure hate. And that nigga did numbers.
He did.
I'm a performative motherfucker then.
Fit the aesthetic, he doesn't fit what he's trying to put forth, and he doesn't fit that nostalgic effect he's trying to get his fans to believe that, hey, listen, I'm the same person before this as now, right? And you know, performative isn't bad. You're doing it for a reason, but to act like, oh no, that's how you do anything, that's not true. You're doing this specifically for this project, but he's showing that, hey, listen, I care about this project, and I do. And
again, I think academics are even wrong. Besides all the stuff that you said, this is just kind of who J. Cole is, because even when he used to do the Dollar and the Dream tour, he was pulling up to venues that could hold like 5,000 people, and he was letting niggas in for $1.
He did it at Madison Square Garden. For the what's name? The anniversary.
Yeah, so I think sometimes you. I mean, again, like I said,
but that is true. That's how you build a fan base.
For sure.
By being you. If you sitting here, I'm riding around. Dog, I wouldn't want no damn CD from you pulling up in a Lambo. You coming into my campus trying to sell me a CD out of the Lambo.
But even again, I think just for J. Cole, I said this last week, that's just his aesthetic. Like how he, like, nigga, is it performative that he just be putting on regular hoodies and sweatpants? Like he ain't in no Balenciaga shit. I think the fucked up part about it is that we live in the times where a nigga just being a regular ass person, and because he's a millionaire, you expecting him to be in a Gucci outfit with chains. Like, that's the fucked up part about it. That is the fucked up part of it.
The same nigga with people that inspired him riding bike, city bike, and all this shit.
Shout out to J. Cole, though. And
like that's some real. I'd rather be that person where I can still live normal,
nigga,
comfortable,
I can still be normal as shit, just regular as fuck, regular ass
yeah.
J. Cole.
Sitting here, like that's my thing. I'm sitting here in the Lambo, and I'm it's heat. I'm comfortable, and I'm trying to sell people. Like, come on. You might as well sell the fucking CD for $1,000 then if that's the case.
Exactly. Shout out to J. Cole. Shout out to J. Cole for actually building a real fan base for himself. Shout out to J. Cole for consistently just being himself. Like, I don't feel like J. Cole is one of them niggas you can't never call performative. J. Cole is J. Cole, though. And I'm not mad at him for that. And the fact that I seen so many people, especially even when he was here, man, motherfuckers was geeking. Of course you did see.
I was kind of mad. He came up here kind of quiet.
And you did see. I mean, shit. When he got here, it wasn't quiet.
No, it wasn't. But that's what I'm saying. But you pulled up. It was like nobody. Like this when you was in. Because where did he start off at?
He started off at Howard, and then he ended up going to Silver Spring the next day.
No, I'm saying before when he first started, he was in North Carolina.
Yeah, he was in North Carolina.
Like that was. But I feel like, when you poured I'm like, damn, you poured to Howard.
I mean, but he did the same thing in North Carolina, though. He went to the Duke in North Carolina game. I mean, it was just more talked about because more people was already out there. Like, it's niggas Duke versus North Carolina. It was on ESPN, so I mean,
Howard ain't the same no more. That's why I'm just like, God,
but he don't know that he not from
Yeah,
here.
no,
So I
that's
mean,
what
you
I'm
can't
saying,
be you can't be mad at him. And like when niggas think of,
Man, those lot of motherfuckers came out too.
yeah, and the people still was out there. This shit was still packed. But I seen, and this is how you know just some people be hating. So I seen this on Threads. So a girl said, "I love J. Cole, but am I the only fan not feeling this college tour? I get why he's doing it, but I also feel a little what she say, disgusted with it to me because it's a 41-year-old man attending college. Why? And where most of your audience is already at work." Like working like regular, like jobs. Like I guess she basically saying
You're not a real J. Cole fan.
But not even just that though. But
Most people who started liking J. Cole was in college.
But you missing. I think you kind of missing her point though. Her point is, yeah, they did, and those people now got jobs.
But again, I want to build my fan base. When I started out, I was that everybody said, "Oh, well, he making music for college people."
For sure.
So why wouldn't I go to colleges if I'm still making the same? You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with what you're saying, but I think you're missing her point. Her point is the people who are your original fans who grew up with you while they was at college, and those was the people when they were saying, "Oh, J. Cole make music for college kids." Those college kids have already graduated. You talking about J. Cole and been out fucking since what you talking about? What's that? 2000 and what? Maybe 10, 11, 12, or whenever he really started to come out. So you sitting here saying damn near, what are you talking about? Damn near 15, 16 years ago at this point, those people who have graduated college twice, even if they stayed and got a double degree and even went to law school or whatever, them motherfuckers is graduated by now. So she basically sitting here saying, why are you pulling up the colleges now? Because realistically, I'm sure most college kids like J. Cole probably ain't their go-to nigga no more because his core fan base is older now. So that's basically what she's saying. Like, why are you going to cater to these kids where your real audience is already at work? So, I mean, I get what you're saying. If he's trying to get a new audience, of course I'm going to go to the colleges. So I guess like
that shit was stupid.
And while we talking about music real quick, shout outs to Damani. People who don't know who Damani is, that is T.I.'s that ain't his oldest son. I guess was that his middle. That might even be his second.
Second one.
That's his second oldest?
Who's like the oldest?
The boy that played the guitar.
His brother, the older.
You the one, but shout out to Damani.
I'll be seeing him.
I was listening to his project today while I was in the gym. I ain't gonna lie to you. That little nigga, it's a smooth, like, I'm trying to think. Only person I can kind of compare it to is almost like smooth, like a K-Camp type of project. Like that to me is like my only comparison I can think, especially from Atlanta. If I'm just trying to off the top of my head, just kind of like freestyle the vibe that I kind of feel from him. It sounds like something that K-Camp could have put out. Like,
but why he don't get talked about? Like I be seeing like his little clips and all that, like.
But again, because it go back to what I was originally sitting here saying earlier when we was arguing about just the NBA and the WNBA shit. I think a lot of older people be scared to take. I think a lot of people, when we talk about like with music, sports, or anything, I think a lot of people be scared to go out on a limb and talk about new shit. So you talk about what's safe. And that is a reason why academics continuously kind of got a space, because academics is willing to kind of go out on a limb and talk about shit that everybody else ain't talking about. And that is why realistically he still got a fan base. When you think about like what you just said, you're absolutely right. Like think about for T.I. to be T.I. And again, we all on the internet, so I'm sure at some point in time
I've seen a lot of his clips.
No, I've seen a lot. Nigga, I even seen him. I went even followed him because I'm like, damn, this shit is really good. So again, but what I'm saying though is the people with older audience, people already established audiences like your Breakfast Clubs, like your Joe Budden, or you like your Rory and Maul, a lot of them play it safe. Like nigga, the sad thing is, even with Rory and Maul, because I knew J. Cole shit came out, I skipped a couple episodes because I'm like, nigga, I don't want to hear y'all niggas for 2 fucking weeks talk about one fucking nigga. Like that's to me, it's almost like ESPN. Like when niggas get tired of hearing them talk about the Cowboys and shit like that. Again, some people just play it safe because you may feel like you may don't believe you got no real influence with your audience, so you can't get them hip to nothing new, so you don't want to talk about nothing new. So you talk about the same safe niggas that talk about Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, those niggas who's kind of, or your Cardi B's and Megs, and most of the time when most of them talk about them, you trying to shit on them because they women. So again, like I said, I just, me personally, I think a lot of times when it's music, when it's sports, a lot of people play it safe. A lot of niggas don't believe they have no real influence, so they don't try to use their audience to even influence them to something new. So, I mean, again, like I said, shout out to Damani. I like that project a lot. My favorite song off of that project was
how many years?
It's called Good Girl. I believe it was like 7 or 8. I know it wasn't more than 8 songs, but I'll tell you right now. What is it? It is. Yeah, 7 songs. 7 songs. The first song was him, Jacquees, and that's funny. The very first song is called "Forever Lasting," and it was DC Young Fly, K Camp, Jacquees. And the crazy thing is, DC Young Fly really don't sound like too bad on it. Like he don't stick out like a sore thumb, but you can tell the difference between like niggas who can really sing for real. No, he's singing. He doing a little harmony shit. Yeah, he's singing on it. Because I don't know if you've seen it. I forgot. Somebody was doing an interview and was like, niggas really be sleeping on DC Young Fly, but he could probably be the closest thing to Jamie Foxx because of his comedy skill level and his music making ability. But like if you listen to but you could tell the difference between like Jacquees and K Camp can really sing. So they set that kind of that tone and that pocket for that very first song. But again, like I said, I like this project a lot. Again, like I said, my favorite song off there, John, was it's called Good Girl. And that's number 4. But like I said, there's 7 songs on that, John. It's like, it's a quick listen. It's a smooth listen. Like it's not, and I think that sometimes when I'm getting older, I kind of just realize like, I don't be like, my ears just be old, dog. Like I try to listen to Waka Flocka.
Be the man who want to be champion this bullshit.
Maybe nigga, because I go to the gym. So sometimes nigga, you got to, this is if you.
But that's what I be trying to say, dog. The gym ain't the whole, like that. That's why I say like,
I don't listen to music nowhere else. I'm not cutting. I don't listen to no music in no fucking house. I'm not even trying that shit. I'm not listening to music in the car. I literally only listen to, like, I'd rather listen to podcasts and watch shit on TV than to sit here and listen to. I'm not listening to no fucking music like no other time. Like I literally only listen to it in the gym. And I'm trying to believe if you sit here, if you get on that treadmill and you trying to push through and really don't feel like being on that treadmill, I guarantee you gonna cut on some music. And that's why gym playlist is such a popular thing, even with people who actually be working out in them Peloton classes. Man, if you don't know how many girls you follow or people you follow that do Peloton, like people be particular on the Peloton fucking instructions off the strength of the music they play. Because nigga, when you
that's still a thing now.
Hell fucking yeah, it's still a thing. Hell yeah, shit's still a thing. But again, like I said, shout out to Damani. I like that project a lot. While we kind of talking about music, Free Lord Durk, and I will play my favorite lady. I'm gonna have to cut it short a little bit because she did end up playing some music on here, and I ain't trying to do that one. But I do want to say some of her clips from this little Durk trial.
The judge overseeing Durk's federal murder for hire trial has finally made some rulings. So I'm not a lawyer, but let's go over them. And just for context, because this can get confusing, anything that's denied means that evidence will be coming into the trial. And that's because Durk's team filed motions to have things excluded. So if the judge denies that request, that means the evidence will be included and therefore can be used in the trial. Layman's terms, denied means bad news for Durk. Okay? All right, first up is testimony and video surveillance surrounding the death of King Von. And the motion to exclude this evidence was denied, meaning the judge is going to allow witnesses to testify about and allow the video of King Von's death to be played at the trial. And this is important because prosecutors wanted to use this evidence to argue that King Von's death is the reason or motive as to why Durk offered this bounty on Quando Rondo. And so with this ruling, the jury will get to see and hear about all of that. Next up are comments from fans on social media, and the judge is allowing this stuff to come in. The judge says after Durk was asked on a podcast about Slide for Von comments on social media, he responded by saying, quote,
"For some reason, I just don't see comments on them. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water."
And so the judge says this acknowledgement from Durk on that podcast shows that he was at the very least aware of the comments. And so prosecutors will be allowed to show these comments to the jury and argue how they say it pressured and affected Durk to slide for Von. Next up are podcast comments, and these kind of go hand in hand with the social media one I just went over. And so the judge is allowing these comments to come in as well. Now we move on to messages that Durk allegedly sent. First is an Instagram message of Durk allegedly telling a rival, quote, "I got them hunting you up. Better have 3 ski masks on." And the judge says these can also come into the trial because he agrees with the government that the messages illustrate the leadership role Durk has over OTF. And he specifically highlights the, quote, "I got them hunting you," meaning he's the one in power in sending people after his rivals. Next is a text thread between Durk, DeAndre Wilson, and a third person where the government says they are all discussing proper retaliation for King Von's death. And then in this thread, Durk says, quote, "I'm finna pipe it up."
Now, Dirk's team argues that pipe it up really means that he's going to speak up or say something about what's happening. But the government argued these messages show that members of OTF participates in criminal activities. And again, that Dirk is the leader of these activities. The judge agreed with the government. And so this text thread will be allowed in the trial. Next up is a voice memo in which Dirk is said to be directing people about how his money should be spent, including wanting people to, quote, get sliders and stuff like that for sure. Now, Dirk's name isn't used in the memo, but a person is referred to as Blood, and the government says that Blood is really Dirk. Dirk's team, on the other hand, argued that there is no proof that Blood was referring to Dirk, and so they argued this should be excluded, but the judge agreed with the government and said this evidence can come in and the defense can argue whatever they want at the trial. Next, we move on to the attempted killing of Quando Rondo in May of 2021. The government argued that this is relevant and should be included in the trial because they say it's direct evidence of the stalking charge that's a part of this case, and it's directly related to the history between Dirk and Quando Rondo. So they are asking to show video surveillance of the May 2021 shooting, and they are asking to have witnesses testify about that shooting as well. Dirk's team, on the other hand, argued that there's no evidence tying Dirk to that crime, and so all of that should be left out. But the judge ruled it is allowed in specifically because the prosecutors have a cooperating witness who will be able to testify about that incident. Now we move on to music. So all of the...
All right, that's why they about to start playing some music, how to cut it short. But again, like I said, thoughts and prayers a little Dirk. It seems like it's gonna be a long fucking trial for him, Jack. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just from all of that evidence that they gonna allow to be in it, and just even taking podcast clips, fans trolling you and shit like that, and you responding to fans trolling you. Yeah, it's gonna be a long one for him. If he come out of that and beat that shit, dog, god damn, his lawyer
is he in a worse position than what's my man still been locked up?
YMW Melly?
Yeah.
And at this point, I don't know which one of them niggas in the worst situation. I mean, but YMW Melly been in that bitch for 7 years. By the time his new trial starts, he'll be in there for 8 years, dog. I cannot imagine being in jail for, and I know we say that every time when we mention this little nigga, but bro, that shit is kind of, again, like I said, if he guilty for what he did, then cool, he deserved to be in jail for the rest of his life. And if he really did what he deserved a death penalty. But if not, dog, 8 fucking years is a long time to sit here and now not know if you've been guilty or you're not guilty. Like that shit to me is kind of crazy. And even like this for like Dirk, like I feel like they just trying to make an example out of this nigga, and it's gonna be like, man, what the fuck you gonna do? Like I don't know what to tell you, big homie. I'm gonna play this clip of this. What's the young lady name from Precious? Is Gabby Cinnabata? Is that her name or something?
Cinnabay, something like that.
The big girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
These 2 white women approached and said, "Oh my God, they're so cute. Are they yours?" And he said, "Yeah."
Yours.
And she said, "Even him?"
Even him? What is?
Yeah.
This is the 50s?
They're twins. And she said, "Looks like he got cooked a little longer." So people are weird, and at that point, my children were 4 months old, and so from my husband he's having such a great awakening, and if you see him on Threads, you know that he is angry. He is angry.
Now he sees we go to every goddamn day now.
He's angry because he can see how the world, and he's scared of the way the world, and how his children will live in it.
Yeah. But now he has children, and he sees. I go, it's old ass thinking.
We should not be dealing with this anymore.
I'm tired. People say, when people go, man, it's 2026. What the hell? I go, all you have to do is subtract by 100 and you'll know where their mentality is. It's 1926 with these people. Subtract by 100.
And stop talking to our black about it, because we're not the ones in charge.
That's what Tony
I'm not doing
it. Leave me out of it. That's for you to deal with. There's you've seen this video of Toni Morrison's on Charlie Rose. And he asks, "What is this racism thing?" And she explains it. It's the coolest I've ever seen in my life. I'll play it for you after this. Yeah. It's amazing. And it's just like, yes.
It's not, don't ask us.
Yeah, you deal with it. That's you.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit kind of crazy. Like, I don't even, and there's some fucked up part about it. It's like, what do you do like in that moment as just a real human? Because of course, he can't really, especially because, you can't, his wife is semi-famous. You kind of can't really just crash out and just be on some wild shit. So it's kind of almost like you damn near almost got to let motherfuckers play with you, like, in your face, to be honest, like, at this point. Because, like, what the hell can you really do if we being honest? Like, what you can't, like, he can't crash out but so much because Nigga, people know who you are. Like I seen people in the comment section of this video like, oh yeah, her husband really be going crazy on people on threads and shit like that. So I mean, obviously people know who he is. So it's kind of just like, man, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You kind of really can't say shit, to be honest. You gotta kind of almost just take it on the chin, and it's fucked up that you gotta even take it on the chin and you even in them situations. But again, let's lighten the mood up. Go ahead.
But I mean, because he a white man, right?
I mean, of course, you would want him to speak up, and like if you heard, you do kind of want him to kind of use his white privilege to kind of sit here and say something and speak up for you. But at the same time, you kind of just don't want him to kind of just lose it and absolutely go too crazy because I mean, realistically, people gonna sue you.
But my question is, was the comments from a white person or
I see it was from a white woman?
But see, that's what. But okay, but like how people used to get on Angela Jolie about how she adopted them kids, you know. But like black people would say it.
Yeah,
So
because that shit seemed crazy though. Like nigga,
But that's what I'm saying. I think just like you can't. One, it means it's not the same thing though.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's
what's the same thing about that? They were on her because she adopted black kids.
But if a black person questioned her about you only using them to get money or whatever the case may be, their charity. You know what I'm saying? Like if a black person said that to her, like is that not the same thing?
No,
I don't know. I don't think that's the same thing.
Because them actually his kids. He not adopting these.
No,
kids.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. No, you absolutely right.
Say, one looked like they cooked a little longer than the other. Like that's
racist. That's racist and shit, nigga. That shit is racist. It's something like you'll giggle at it because it ain't your kid, but nigga, that's your kid. You be ready to punch somebody in the fucking face. Like what the fuck you mean? One of them look like they got cooked a little bit longer.
You seen the mother?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Look like their mother.
Yeah, see, shit like that will make a nigga punch you in your fucking face. Like, come on, dog. Yeah, let me keep the mood a little bit light. I'm gonna have Cam Newton to get you. One thing I gonna say, one thing niggas gotta give Cam Newton some credit for is, bro, he know how to keep staying in that fucking algorithm, dog. I mean, of course, again, because
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's what sells. But how do you feel if you hurt?
Nigga, she got 2 kids by this nigga now. What you mean? Her opinion don't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga, after she laid down and had the first baby, nigga, she sold her opinion too.
Erica, let me ask you, how much can you take? If the
I wouldn't deal with his ass. I would have never dealt with his ass, and especially after the first one. Like you subscribing to it now. She must like it.
Yeah, like what the fuck can you say? You can't. You like. Let's be clear. I don't even know. Does she even post videos anymore?
Oh, you know before. I don't know.
So, that's what
you know before anything.
And just because something look good online, they'll want what you have. Just because it look good while you got it.
Okay.
And it might not even be good. It just look good.
Say less. What my relationship look like?
Hell. Dang. You know, good probably isn't the word.
For real? Why?
I
need y'all.
Bad, but
why don't you ask us that? And you know how people look at you.
No, that's good. Let's talk about it. Because I was going to ask the question, but since we're here now, I want to earn the people's respect for why they should listen to us as we talk about their situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, my psychologist, my therapists are here. Why does my relationship look bad?
I think that y'all should keep y'all's business in y'all's home.
Like what?
Like,
Give me an example.
I think like every time y'all post something, now it's to the point to where sometimes she will post innocent things and people will drag her. Why? Because y'all have opened the door to that. And now it's like she can't do nothing. Like I seen the video of her packing your bag the other day and y'all were getting dragged and I was like, okay. It wasn't even that deep, but y'all have allowed that because y'all have let the world in y'all's relationship.
She was getting dragged.
She was. And I'm not going to lie. That's why I don't put my relationship online. Because I'm very much a pick-me when it comes to my men. So I feel like I like to be a pick-me behind closed doors.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I've said this a million times, and I'll constantly say this on here. And sometimes I just wish, like, even when the more audience I get, I really want to have a conversation. I can name y'all 5 fucking female rappers that have failed, and this shit pissed me off because y'all know I love female rappers just as much as I love women's basketball. And I can name you 5 motherfucking women that I used to actually listen to a lot, and their fucking careers have just literally went to fucking dog shit hell because they laid up and let niggas get them pregnant, bro. Like, it's cool. I understand people want to be moms and people want to have it, bro. Y'all better do that shit at your own, because it's like because now you put yourself in such a vulnerable situation where it's like after you lose your career, I don't necessarily know if people are gonna be waiting for you to come back. Like Dream Doll was actually building up momentum for herself, like in her music career. Same way with light skin Keisha, like motherfuckers don't care about none of them bitches no more.
I'm not.
Were
I
they
don't know
really?
nothing about
None of them
like that, but
because you about to say
No, I'm not. No, listen,
Glorilla
Thompson.
not about to be popping because of like no, they didn't have no damn
So
career.
if Meg
You was
had a
attracted
baby,
to him.
which that you think that would kill her career? She was having
No, because I think
Meg is already established.
No,
But
I think Meg. No, but listen what I'm saying. I think Meg is already established, and I think Meg has common sense enough to understand how to that her audience is gonna want to hear her rap about motherhood. We didn't hear Meg rap about some real serious shit before. She didn't rap about fucking killing her, trying to kill herself.
I got
before.
one for you. If Angel Reese was to get pregnant right now, do you think that would kill her career?
Hell yeah, nigga, it would kill her career because they would sit here and drag the shit out of her.
What? I mean,
nigga, because niggas would sit here and say that she didn't give a fuck about basketball.
But
Reason
I'm surprised you would say that because she has other outlets. That's
no. You missing. You asked me her career. Her career is playing basketball. I think it will be 100 times harder for her to sit here and be able to get back on the internet and sit here and say, "Hey, I want to play basketball," after I sit here and just threw away my prime years of having a baby. Like niggas would drag her because people already feel like that she not focused on basketball. So if she sit here and went and had a baby, hell yeah, that will fuck her up. And again, you're absolutely right, nigga. Out of all the WNBA players, she's probably the only one who actually don't got to play basketball and still can be fucking famous. Even when you hear people sit here and say, "Oh, niggas don't care about the WNBA ain't gonna lose no momentum if they go on strike." Nigga, Caitlin Clark is gonna lose momentum if the WNBA go on strike because nobody ain't talking about her. Don't give a fuck about her right now. You ain't heard a nigga or no fucking nothing say a word about that girl in damn near almost a year. So if she had to go a whole nother year without no basketball, it'll be clipped for her. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, could Angel Reese personally herself, could she still have her brand? Yeah, but after getting back on social media, nigga, it's gonna be a hard fucking time for her. And this is somebody who, and I'm saying this is a diehard Angel Reese fan. Nigga, it will be niggas will look at her crazy like, damn, you just threw away your prime years. And especially for somebody who did campaign and say you want to play on the Olympic team and all that, niggas will look at her crazy. And I think she know that. And the nigga she with probably know that. He know that, nigga, you can't probably get this girl pregnant until she like 30. But look at Cash, though. Look, it's too many motherfuckers. Again, like I said, for WNBA players back in the day, like when the WNBA wasn't popular, yeah, you could get pregnant and do whatever. Candace Parker had done it. Fucking De'Erica Hamby. Skylar Diggins recently did it, but all of them did it before the league got as many eyes on it right as it got right now. Like you can't just like fuck no. And women do that shit with the rapping shit. That shit be throwing me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that again. I ain't telling nobody. Of course you can love your kids and all that shit, but it's like
how though? Because
most of these bitches can't rap for real and don't know how to even be vulnerable enough to make the kid a fucking profit. They just don't. Like, what you mean? How? Like, nigga, look at men. No, go. Maybe I be on the internet too much, but I seen one of the biggest complaints that people had about Nicki Minaj is you had a fucking kid and then you rap like you ain't got a kid.
Well, I hope this picture I just saw was fake.
Of who?
Lotta.
Yeah, they say she pregnant.
I mean, they've been saying she was pregnant for a minute though. But I mean, we gonna see. Me personally, I just don't think. I think for a lot of them, and you got to play that shit a little bit smarter than what they be playing. And I feel like motherfuckers be playing with that shit like, yeah, I'm cool. I should have probably played this earlier in the episode when we was talking about that little that lady with the Ring camera shit, or whenever we play whatever clip about the Ring cameras. But I do want to play these 2 clips about Ring cameras.
My God, y'all did it. Amazon's Ring cancels Flock partnership amid Super Bowl ad backlash. And I'm saying y'all because we have not had Ring since end of 2024 and y'all put the pressure on and change is here, my friends. Earlier today, Ring made an announcement. Ring and Flock cancel partnership. Something important to note says the integration never launched, so no Ring customer videos were ever sent to Flock safety. They're putting it under the guise that says that the integration would require significantly more time and resources than anticipated. Ring then goes on to state that their mission has always been to make neighborhoods safer. The mission comes with significant responsibility. Yes, tech companies, listen up. To our customers, to the communities we serve, and to the trust you place in our products and features. In my opinion, every single tech company needs to explain how they're doing responsible tech and ethical tech. And if you're embedding AI governance, my friends. They close it out with, we'll continue to carefully evaluate future partnerships to ensure they align with our standard for customer trust, safety, and privacy. Way to put the pressure on them.
Why is an
Put a finger down if you own a Ring security camera, but realize you don't own the footage, just a subscription that allows you to access it. And then you realize at the top of the year, Ring did an update to their security settings saying that they have full access to any cameras in their system unless you specifically opt out. And then you learn that Ring has entered into a partnership with the United States government, allowing government agencies to have that same access to all of the cameras in their network. And then you saw their Super Bowl commercial saying that they would be using their networks and AI technology to reunite people with lost dogs in their neighborhood. And now that $1 trillion company wants you to believe they are not using this for surveillance of people, but to find lost dogs, and that we should trust them because historically, massive data companies with government partnerships always stick by the true and narrow scope of the original intent, and that they will not be bastardized for government ambitions. Y'all, get off their networks. They watching us. They looking for us. Get off.
I guess my only thing real quick is, and maybe I'm a little naive. Did people think that this wasn't already happening? Like, do people think that them?
Yeah. Some people.
Yeah, that shit's stupid if you believe that. Like, I don't.
Some people do.
Yeah, I don't understand why people are that stupid. Like, what you thought that they would? You
Because
thought
people don't read the fine print.
But fuck reading the fine print. What do you think that they was doing with the footage? Do you think the camera only cut on once in the blue moon?
People don't read the fine print. I can tell you that.
Like, and my only thing is that y'all needed that commercial to show y'all. Y'all don't see the Ring footage, right? When the police use it, when it's somebody, well, maybe some of y'all don't live in neighborhoods, but we didn't play endless clips of niggas being in shootouts, and that shit come from a Ring camera. Ain't nobody wasn't at their fucking door.
Yeah, but they think people submit that. They don't think they actually just be watching it.
But but what I'm saying is, even if they submit it, nobody was at their door though. So the camera still picked the shit up regardless.
No, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. But I think what people are more concerned about, you can see everything. You see everything. And you just, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I think that's the.
Yeah, that's why y'all need to better start watching some of these goddamn law shows and stuff. Because dog, even when people, I mean, like, maybe again, like I've been watching too many of these law shows, but dog, even when these when they be having surveillance cameras on these buildings and stuff, like anytime if a
like
crime
even with that, they gotta come and get like how
you gotta get a subpoena and you gotta request it.
But what I think that's what people are more scared of is you just basically giving my data over to them.
But what are you doing in front of your house that you even give a fuck? To me personally, I care more about my safety than I would give a fuck about if you got some footage of some random ass crackhead or somebody walking in front of my house. Like, I don't like, to me with this situation, it's more of a pro than it is a con. I'd rather have, it's just like damn near sitting here saying, would you rather have a gun in your house if a fucking intruder come in there or not have a gun at all? I'd rather have the gun hoping that I never have to use it than not have it. And then when I need to use it, I didn't have one. Like, that's my only thing for that situation is like when people sit here saying like, why I'm not gonna, if I had the Ring camera for my safety because I felt like I lived in a neighborhood and I needed it, I'm this little shit because y'all can track dogs or whatever the fuck else you getting upset about, or you feel like they recording too much extra shit, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not getting rid of my Ring camera for that shit.
Okay, but somebody for you, like how many, a lot of niggas or whatever the case may be. Yes, you might not have niggas come to the house or whatever the case may be, but that's just like I said, you might have friends or who might want or whatever the case may be. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like that you
I mean, yeah, well, but then guess what you got to do? You got to change. If you got a Ring camera and you worrying about people breaking into your house, or you live in, or you got enough packages coming, and you want to be able to record people coming trying to take packages off your porch. I mean, that's something that you kind of got to live with. The chances of just somebody who come to your house and they may have a warrant. I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga. I ain't committing crimes with you. That's on you. That ain't got shit to do with me. Don't come to my house then. Fuck that. I don't know. I mean, personally, I'm just not getting rid of I see too many people with them Ring cameras be benefiting motherfuckers when people steal their packages, when motherfuckers be rubbing in.
I mean, what, you get a refund?
So what, nigga? I'd rather get a refund. So what you telling me is you rather not get that ring front for your print? I've heard, I especially see people come online and cry about getting some fucking a lot of money's worth of packages getting stolen off their junk, and because they got the footage and they can send it to Amazon or whoever else they got their package from, and they get their shit resent. I'd rather have that than not sit here and allow my shit just get.
But that's what I'm saying. But I think it's all like, yeah, for Amazon. But I think other places like where something that's valuable is like, damn, I can't get that money back. Like if you sit here and said you had an Angel Reese signed ball, right? And a nigga stole the joint, you can't get you. They just gonna give you the ball. They're not gonna give you the actual autograph back.
Yeah, well, guess what? I better do then, nigga. I better sit here and I better go sit here and look and hunt this motherfucker down. You steal my fucking autograph basketball, nigga. I'm coming outside looking for you every fucking day, dog. And then guess what? If you ain't got that camera, I ain't gonna even know what the nigga look like. My ball gonna be gone. I'm gonna just be mad as shit. I'm telling you, I talk a lot of shit on this motherfucker, but nigga, I'm a taxpaying citizen. Keep my fucking camera. Fuck that and fuck y'all, dog. I don't give a fuck. Y'all be having the wildest shit that y'all sit here be ready to complain about. Like I even seen motherfuckers get mad to me in my TikTok comments about the fucking Michelle Obama shit. Nigga, I stand firm on what the fuck I said. Nigga, I watch black shows on Netflix, so Netflix only gonna show me black shit. Again, like I said, for motherfuckers who sit here and complain about, cancel this and the third, again, I will ask you, what do you use your shit for on the regular? So I don't commit crimes, and I don't plan on being affiliated with nobody committing crimes, so I don't give a fuck what that Ring camera picking up. If that motherfucker need to lock some of y'all up for doing some shit you ain't got no business doing, then cool, you need it. Because again, I feel way safer when I see them fucking Ring camera videos picking up shootouts in front of these people's houses. I done seen too many of them jokes. We done played too many of them clips on here. I feel like everybody need them shits. I be feeling like at one point in time, I probably watched by 2030, they're going to make them shits mandatory. But that's how you help lower crime. If you know for a fact, think about it. I guarantee you ain't nobody about to sit here and go on no crazy package spree and stealing shit in the white neighborhood, because guess what you know? You know in that white neighborhood, every goddamn one of them motherfuckers got one of them camera jumps. And you probably in your mind, you be so scared like, damn, this shit probably like really like some super crazy shit that may go to the police off the rip. Soon as you steal something in there, the Ring camera may go off.
You got the face recognition on your phone?
Fuck no.
But see, but all right, then you can't sit here like that. That's what I'm saying. Some people don't.
No. But that's just because I'm not just like, nigga, I ain't about to sit here and just be putting shit up against, like I got to put my face up against my phone every time I fucking use it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's some people feel that type of way. Like that's what I'm saying. I think that, like I said, a lot of people.
No, I'm just doing it because I'm not doing that to use my phone. Like nigga, when I be like, think about when I wear glasses. So nigga, some days if I pick up my phone, I'm just half asleep. Now, like how, like I'm not doing all that. I don't give a fuck how you gotta do it. I'm just not doing it. I'm not sitting here saying I'm not doing it because I'm scared that people going, nigga, I put my face on social media every fucking day. I use their cameras when I'm doing the green screen shit. Nigga, there's not no program on my phone. That's from TikTok or Instagram, whichever one of them jokes I use. I'm not sitting here not doing it because I'm trying to hide from somebody. That's not why I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it because I'm not about to use that shit to use my phone. I like the nigga, just imagine, even if I'm just out, like I couldn't imagine every day I'm trying to unlock my phone, I gotta go like this. What the fuck? I'm not doing that.
That shit don't work like that. What?
Well, I don't know how it works because I ain't got it like that. Nigga, I would just put my fucking code in my phone and keep it moving.
How long your code is? Your code's probably, I'm pretty sure your code's longer than it would take you to do the face recognition.
No, I'm cool. I'm just give me my regular code.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say some people are just like, oh, I don't want them.
So would they feel like they getting spied on with the Ring camera?
Of course.
Yeah, that's what they feel like.
Of course.
I mean, you getting spied on with your phone. You getting spied.
But that's what I'm saying. But
what you gonna do?
But I feel like a lot of people don't. Like you thought, like you said, I got the Ring camera for people trying to steal my package, not for you to.
Or just for safety, in general.
Right? But now you using it to freaking listen in, or because like I said, the Ring camera still pick up conversation.
Get rid of your phone. Get rid of your TV because they are tracking.
They are. But that's what I'm saying. But some people would feel like.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you where it do get tricky though, and this is so funny because this shit happened to me before. I was leaving this girl house, and somebody called my phone,
and it picked up.
And it picked up when I'm leaving out her house, and she heard me talk. But it was literally the conversation was innocent, and she was like a homegirl of mine talking about like selling a property or some shit. So she heard the conversation, but she thought she was having an aha moment. I'm like, bro, just listen back to the conversation. Did you hear what we was talking about?
That's why, like I said, that's why people be up in the uproar. Because now you got access to, like, I just got a camera in my backyard. You sitting here, you can hear or see everything that go on in my backyard.
The wrong side. But I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends on like what the fuck you doing in your backyard that you scared.
I mean, some people just don't the privacy of it.
Yeah, I don't need you all in my.
I guess.
Brandon Scott, the mayor of Baltimore, is a prime example of what happens when you let millennials and Gen Z in public motherfucking office. So look, he had a press conference the other day. Now, for the last couple of press conferences, they keep asking about this vehicle that he purchased that was $168,000. This vehicle that they purchased was a police SUV. It is for him to be driven around in, and it's like his primary mode of transportation as the fucking mayor of Baltimore. It was $168,000, and they are so caught up on the price of it, and they keep trying to ask him like, why would you do that? Why would you spend that much money? Why would you spend that much money? And finally, he said, let me tell y'all something, okay? I spent $168,000 on a new truck. Yes, it is a police vehicle. It had to be equipped as a police vehicle. But the only reason why y'all asking me this question is because y'all want to be motherfucking racist. It's racism, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it out. You want to keep playing with me? Let's play, bitch. So not only is it racist, it's stupid as hell. Stop asking me these dumbass questions, because what y'all don't be doing when y'all be doing press conferences is that y'all don't be asking Trump how much the motherfucking beast costs. He got a point. They don't be asking. He said, y'all don't be asking about the motherfucking planes that he be riding in and how much they cost. You got a motherfucking point. They don't. Exactly. He said, so shut the fuck up asking me about a goddamn truck that when I leave is going to be passed down to the next motherfucking mayor. So then their response was like, well, did you need another car? Did you not have another car? Did they not pass you a car down? He said, yeah, that shit was from 2022, bitch, and I needed some new shit to ride in, and we got some new tech and shit going on in it. Stop asking me about it again, because y'all being motherfucking racist, and I'm gonna clock y'all shit every motherfucking time, because y'all not about to play with me and on my motherfucking top. What I spent on this was well within the budget, and it was well within how much these type of motherfucking cars cost. I didn't do anything elaborate. And on top of that, it ain't even mine. It is the motherfucking city's car. The city owned this bitch, not me. So stop asking me about this shit, ho.
Yo, people be funny as shit when they break down certain jumps. I guess the last one I want to sit here and play, because we did, it was from, I want to go
I'm
back
not
to
a
her
lawyer.
page, but it was the jump where the y'all remember the dude, I guess it was like a Detroit jump, and it was basically seemed like the aunt left her niece with the boyfriend or some shit like that. This was a story, maybe it was like a couple of months ago. I feel like sometime last year, but I played, hopefully, I mean, the way she normally break her jumps down, she'll remind y'all where it came from.
I'm not a lawyer, but Jarvis Butts, that man who Michigan prosecutors said assaulted, impregnated, and took the life of 13-year-old Neziah Harris, has accepted a plea deal. He accepted a plea deal for that case, it looks like, and some others today. Reminder, in case you need it, that is Neziah Harris. Obviously, that's Jarvis Butts. And he was expected to go to trial on February 23rd, so in about 11 days. But today, according to the docket, which I will show you, he accepted a plea. This is the docket specifically for Neziah's case. He obviously has a number of other cases, but specifically for Neziah's, you see it says jury trial was scheduled for February 23rd. It's still listed there, but you see right above that for February 12th, plea of guilty accepted. So this will not be going to trial in 11 days as we were all expecting, because he's accepted a plea. Again, it looks like he's accepted a plea on some of the other cases as well. Still waiting to get the full details, but we will.
And again, you know, the crazy and the sad thing about this is when this thing originally came out, he was trying to make it seem like he had nothing to do with this, or he didn't know what was going on. So again, just rest in peace to that young lady. And I'm mad that he just even gets the opportunity just to even plead guilty, and he don't have to do like I hope they give him the death penalty or something. But I mean, it's in Detroit, so I'm not even sure how that one went. But I guess real quick before we get out of here, I just do want to kind of have just a little conversation, because I do feel like niggas be playing with Klay Thompson a little bit too much, and I just don't. I'm not even a Golden State Warriors fan, but I just don't like the fucking disrespect that niggas be trying to play with Klay. Like that shit to me is just like, I don't know what the like.
You was one of them. What do you mean?
What you mean? Playing with him saying he wasn't a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
I said that when I say that.
I think yes.
I ain't never said no.
Yeah, I wanted.
No. Listen,
when the whole Jordan Poole,
hold on. Listen, you miss what I'm saying. Saying somebody is washed and saying a nigga's not a Hall of Famer is two different things.
Because wasn't that the whole argument when you and Matt was about him and Jordan Poole? Yeah, I want to say, yeah. I think you definitely.
No, are you? But if listen, when you missing the point, that don't mean that he can't be a Hall of Famer. If you ask me if I was running the Golden State Warriors at that time, would I have kept Jordan Poole over Klay Thompson? We talking about this is after the 2022 championship, after they won it. Yeah, I would have kept Jordan Poole. But guess what? Golden State ended up doing, getting rid of both of them. But that still does not mean that Klay Thompson ain't a fucking Hall of Fame player. But I'm gonna play this clip real quick of Bomani Jones, and then we can talk about it, and then we can get out of here.
It's very debatable whether or not Klay Thompson is a basketball Hall of Famer. I believe that he is a Hall of Famer only in the context in which he is making the Hall of Fame.
Well, is Draymond a Hall of Famer then by that rationale?
Draymond is very interesting because I find him to be more singular than I find Klay Thompson to be. I think Klay Thompson had a somewhat singular ability at a thing where Draymond Green is a one-of-one player. During the Warriors run, we would talk about, well, the Warriors are so good because they have 3 Hall of Famers and they got Kevin Durant, who's an obvious Hall of Famer. And it's like, well, they're so good because they have 4 Hall of Famers. And I'm like, no, I think we're working backwards here. Because if you went and look historically, the teams that were champions overwhelmingly had X numbers of Hall of Famers. What I think then happens is we then ascribe a Hall of Fame status to players who are on championship teams because our brains say, in order to be a champion, you have to have this many Hall of Famers, when in reality, it was these teams had this many Hall of Famers, but there are also teams that had 3 Hall of Famers that weren't champions. We say Klay Thompson and Draymond Green have to be Hall of Famers, but what we're also saying, and don't realize it, is someone who's made this mistake himself, we're underrating the greatness of Steph Curry. Did you have to have all those Hall of Famers, or was that guy just so good that he counts as 2 Hall of Famers by himself?
Again, like I said, I think the level of just niggas be playing with Klay, like, and maybe and then sometimes it's just, I mean, even the same way they playing with Chris Paul right now. Like Chris Paul got extremely disrespected and whored out and treated like a goddamn prostitute this last season. But again, I think sometimes for some of these players, they just stay around a little bit too long, and when you stay around too long, you kind of put a little bit of water on your fucking legacy. Because then you leave, the more years you play, the more room you leave for niggas to sit here and poke holes in your career. Realistically, should Klay Thompson probably realistically retired after he knew that Golden State didn't want to sit here and give him no real payday? Yes. But again, niggas ego and niggas be still wanting to sit here and chase that money because you know it's still money to get out here, and you know the NBA coming out with all these new contracts. So again, for Klay Thompson, for Chris Paul, a lot of these niggas just stay around because they want that extra bag. And now when you stay around and get that extra bag, now niggas start to sit here and discredit everything you did. But for to sit here and try to sit here and make it seem like Draymond Green deserves to be a Hall of Famer before Klay Thompson, this nigga Klay, and listen to what I'm saying, I am not a fucking Golden State Warriors fan, not even a Klay Thompson fan, but I'm not about to sit here and act like a nigga. I didn't watch this nigga score 60 points and only took 8 dribbles in a game. If that's not some Hall of Fame shit, then I don't know what the fuck a Hall of Fame is. Yeah. 60 points with 8 dribbles, dog. 60, not fucking 20, not 30, but 60 fucking points with 8 dribbles.
But that's the same person who ain't make the top 75 either.
Because niggas just be playing with him. And it was a lot of niggas, fucking Dame Leonard made the top 75. You telling me that Dame Leonard ain't won shit?
But that's what but he made the top. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like I said, I can get why people might argue with
nigga, but Dwight Howard ain't make the top 75 even. Dwight Howard in the Hall of Fame. So
cool. That's what I'm saying. I think, is it more okay? Do you think it's more easier now to get in the Hall of Fame than it was back? I feel like it's a lot more easier now.
I mean, I don't know. I can't say that. My favorite basketball player of all times ain't in there. Penny Hardaway ain't in the Hall of Fame. So I mean, what the fuck? It ain't that easy. And he the last nigga to put Michael Jordan out the playoffs. So, I mean, you do what you want with that information. I don't know. But I know for a fact Klay Thompson is a fucking Hall of Famer. That shit is crazy. I don't even know how that's even a fucking thought or conversation. The nigga won 4 championships, and it's a lot of them fucking championships that he saved them niggas when they went in, especially that last one. When I was talking to our older cousin earlier today, I'm like, dog, Game 6 Klay is a thing. And niggas ain't just give him that fucking nickname for them to get out of the first round. Nigga, the last championship they won, they could have lost that shit to Boston if Game 6 Klay ain't show up. So again, like I said, that conversation is just, to me, is just weird. Like, nigga, and that may be just some hating shit because niggas mad that he got Meg Thee Stallion, but that fucking level of disrespect that y'all be having for Klay Thompson now is crazy as hell. Cause niggas, like, nigga, woo, come on.
Is Kevin Love a Hall of Famer?
Fuck no. And what the fuck did Kevin Love do?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just throwing on that. No.
Hell no. Kevin Love is some bullshit. Kevin Love played on a sorry ass Minnesota team and got to run up his fucking numbers. And when he got to fucking Cleveland, just literally, he just was him and LeBron must have came. I don't even know how the fuck Kevin Love even just do half of the shit that Kevin Love didn't got to do in his NBA career. And that may just because he's just a fucking quiet, tall white nigga. And niggas be forgetting that he was even on some of them teams he was even on. But again, that's just my point. Just with some niggas,
do you think Chris Bosh should be in the Hall of Fame? Or I mean,
if I'm just off, no. But I mean, no, because I don't feel like he still had I feel like Chris Bosh was like one of them other niggas that played on Golden State. Like I don't feel like Sean Livingston to be in the fucking Hall of Fame. So I mean, and I'm sure niggas will make the argument for Iguodala just because Iguodala got a Finals MVP before. Iguodala was on a lot of those Golden State Warrior teams that won championships. So I mean, I guess, but I don't think like Chris Bosh is one of them niggas. He was just on the Miami Heat, the same way Kevin Love was just on that fucking Golden State. I mean, on that Cleveland team. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't. I think all three of them should be.
I feel to be honest, and I'm gonna tell you how much I think Kevin Love was just some bullshit. I think the fucking player. I think what's my man? What's the white boy that dad used to call a nigga rec league? What was his name?
Stop it.
No. You missed what I'm talking about. I'm not about to say he's a Hall of Famer, but I felt like his impact on that finals that they lost was more important than Kevin Love's impact on the finals that they won. Like that nigga made a bigger impact in that series in that finals that they lost. The first series when Cleveland versus Golden State and Kyrie and Kevin Love got injured. I feel like whatever his name
Westbrook is a Hall of Famer, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'm just throwing that. I'm trying to think.
Nigga, Russell Westbrook that had 3 seasons where he done averaged a triple double. Ain't no way if he ain't going in the Hall of Fame. There's a lot of niggas ain't going in the Hall of Fame then. So I mean,
Giannis in the Hall of Fame.
They gonna put him in the Hall of Fame just because I feel like they just overgassed him up. But he's a 2-time MVP and he's the Finals MVP. Won the championship with Milwaukee. So I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm not a huge Giannis fan, so I guess if you're just going off of just numbers and shit, yeah.
So you definitely saying Dame is not a Hall of Fame?
Not right now. Like what the fuck? He ain't even the best Portland Trailblazer of all time. I'm old enough. I remember Clyde Drexler and fucking Clifford Robinson. Clifford Robinson. Yeah. Like, I don't like whatever. I just feel like niggas be playing with Clay too much. But again, yeah, I mean, I guess we can get out of here again. For anybody, if you are an Angel Reese fan, she will be returned. What's that? What's the 20th? Is that this week coming up? Oh yeah, that's this Friday. This Friday. She will be making her return back to the to Unravel. They play the Hive on the 20th, and I think that's pretty much it with basketball.
Oh, so it's the same teams every year? Or is it? Because
it's the same. It's the same teams, but they mix the teams up. So you only could keep they end up keeping 3 players on that team, and now Angel Reese is 4. So I mean, they basically all the teams could only keep they only could franchise two players per team. Now, if you end up keeping the majority of the team, then you just did. But 2 players that couldn't be picked up by nobody else. But they end up keeping on their Rose team was Chelsea Gray, Kalia Copper, and what's the white girl from Indiana Fever, Lexi Hall. So they kept 3 out of their 6, and now Angel Reese returning. So it's 4 out of their 6 players from their last year team. And again, shout out to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray did win the one-on-one competition. She ended up winning $200,000. And of course, people
who won it last year?
Nafisa Collier. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I love that one-on-one shit because dog, she made Paige look like a fucking bum. And of course, nobody gonna see it. No, let's be clear, niggas.
That's why the NBA ain't doing that.
Listen, be clear, niggas online was sitting here trying to play with Paige. I'm never gonna disrespect players like that, but she definitely looked like a little ass kid out there fucking with Chelsea Gray. But it's just a difference because it's a strength thing, and I do think realistically,
the NBA will never do it because like I said, do you have ego? Your ego is comes to play. And shit like that I would be fucking pissed. Just use, like you said, just imagine like you somebody who's not even a star put you out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be the face of the league, and I let this motherfucker, the 12th man on that team, beat me.
It can happen.
It can. And that's why the NBA would never do that shit. Niggas got too much pride.
But I think that's the thing that just make it so tight though. And again, I mean, of course, with these
women, I remember that. What's the name? Who was it? I think was it Taco Bell that was supposed to been doing it that one time? And it was supposed to be a tournament.
No. It was Taco Bell. It was supposed to be a Shaq versus Elijah one. It was supposed to be on pay-per-view. And they end up not doing it. That was after the Rockets swept the Magic. And they was definitely advertising. They were doing commercials for that shit and everything. It was supposed to be Shaq versus Elijah one. Yeah, again, shout out to Unravel. I ain't gonna lie to you. That one-on-one, I was locked into that shit, watching that shit all weekend. So I ain't gonna hold you. Again, shout out to Unravel. Shout out to Chelsea Gray, because I'm definitely one of them people who definitely thought she was washed up. And that's the cool thing about Unravel to me, is just like those women who play on teams where, like, even for somebody like Chelsea Gray, like she played on the team with Asia Wilson. So Asia Wilson is just going to dominate, always get the praise and the highlights and the conversation behind, even when they winning them championships. So you get to go to Unravel and kind of just like be able to put belt to ass and prove to people like, yeah, I may take a backseat to her during the WNBA season, but I'm still really one of them ones. So again, like I said, like, share, and subscribe each and every Tuesday. Right back in here. We'll see y'all next week. Hit that, John Marcus.